Alright, welcome to Winter 2015 Anime Retrospective, hosted by the Critical D. As always, I'm Ruben.
Who am I?
We're going to move on to Moses next. We have Moses with us.
I'm Moses.
Yep.
Now we'll go on to Matt next, because Mike doesn't deserve the privilege.
Good.
And Bud Light Lime is kind of alright.
God, we gotta stop plugging Blood Light Lime in every
It's pretty good though. That's why I buy it.
Product placement.
There was something else I watched, and they were... Oh, no. Fast was like Corona.
Fresh Corona.
Corona
And Coke.
And Coke. There was like a TV... There was another movie we saw where they were like... Oh, never mind. It's the Colbert Report. Remember he's always talking about Bud Light Lime?
Is
like,
he?
randomly?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. Well, Colbert Report's pretty sweet. Rest in peace. But
Yeah.
we're here about some Winter 2015 anime today.
It's animation.
This is a pretty short season.
And
Overall, I think
yeah.
it was
Pretty bad.
okay.
Pretty bad.
I didn't give anything higher than a 9 this season. Oh, anything new this season I gave higher than a 9. I gave continuations a 10.
You shouldn't be giving shows 10s periodically, though.
I feel like every season, every other season, I should be able to give out 2 10s a year. I think that's something I should be able to do.
That's fine. That's fine.
I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. I gave
At
out one
least,
last year.
at
Well,
least.
and so far we already have the candidate for one of them for sure.
What's that?
I've already
Fate.
What? Okay,
Oh. Well, that's
Okay,
not this.
that's last- yeah.
That's this current
This,
season. We're talking
this
about last
current
season.
season.
Well,
about
last season there were no 10s.
You know, I don't know. 0 could have been a 10.
could've been
We'll get
10.
to that. We'll get to that.
Could have been 10. I'm come off crunchy the old man here, because I said before on this podcast that spring 2014 was the weakest season I've ever seen in my life. This beat that, and now I'm like, what am I?
Okay, wait, what was the heavy hitter for spring 2014?
No Game No Life
Was Black Bullet there, too?
Okay, there was...
Yeah.
And Black Bullet.
and JoJo's, and that was really it. I liked a Buck Roar.
Alright, yeah, now-
Was Sakura Shrek there? Because that's...
I don't know. Maybe.
So, no, so you're saying you're giving Sakura Trick a higher rating than Cross Angie?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Cross Angie's
my
like a...
God.
Cross Angie's like a 5
Oh,
or 6.
God.
I'm starting to think I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore, because I remember looking at my article about fall. I'm like, this season was okay, and I'm looking at my article like Fate, like Parasite, like Psychopaths. I'm like, I don't know, she's about anime, do I? But I'm pretty positive like this season is not like the weakest I've ever seen. Which,
I mean, if
you know,
you're saying spring 2014 was the other contender for weakest, and that had those like 3 really fucking good shows in it,
Back Bullet ain't shit.
then
So-
You didn't watch it. Stop
I watched enough of it to know it ain't shit.
okay, just the fact that I had No Game No Life puts it over the edge on this season.
It was good.
I agree. Yeah, like the thing is, like other than like, the continuations and the sequels are actually what kind of carried this season, anyways.
Yeah.
So like,
And brought it down at the same time.
okay, I mean, I don't constitute one show like bringing down the entire season, but
No.
Ooh, God, spring 2014 really did have some bad shows, though. I'm looking at it right now. They got some Blade and Soul.
Blade Soul! Oh, man!
oh, that had Captain Earth.
Got
too.
some Break Blade.
Brick Blade!
Wait, Blades almost fall 2014?
Got some Brunhilde up in there.
Spring.
Oh, spring, I was going to say.
Brunhilde? Oh, Brunhilde.
God.
Look, Brynhilder was a good show for the first 11
That second
episodes.
opening was pretty
Kami
good.
got me not awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got us there.
It's almost been a year.
He's
Shit.
got us there.
But it actually did have some good shows. It had a regular.
That was a great
there you
show,
go.
yeah.
It was alright. No.
Hitsuga no Trika.
Yep.
That was good.
Yeah.
Haikyuu was good. Okay, so
Haikyuu
yeah.
ain't shit.
So this season was the
IQ
worst.
ain't fucking shit.
Oh, you stop it.
Okay.
You stop it.
That show is the only show to date to make me fall asleep.
What?
Yeah. One time,
Haikyuu
they
is
were
to him-
over. I was watching season episode 1. I was on the couch. I fell asleep, woke up. The ending was playing. It was boring as fuck.
You're
The
terrible.
only show to ever have done that for me is Gundam Seed Destiny.
And it was pretty bad.
That happened to me before too, actually. Gundam Seed.
Coming from the gun.
Destiny. Not Seed, Destiny.
No, Seed was
There's a
actually
difference.
good.
I like Seed.
I don't remember which one it is now that you guys say that. I know it's definitely Seed.
And anyways, enough from the past. Let's go to the...
Let's go to the past.
The
closer past.
Past, present, almost progressive.
Absolute Zero. Absolute Duo.
Absolute
Not Absolute Zero. That'd be
Duo.
better. Absolute Duo. That was a dumb show. That was alright. It was kind of fun.
It was kind of dumb.
What's this guy named Thor? Let me go find out.
Thor. Yeah, it's Thor.
Thor, and then Juliet.
Yulia.
You shut up,
Yulia.
Juliet.
Yulia.
They spelled it all weird.
She was Russian because she said yeah.
Yeah. That was okay. That was kind of adorable.
Except that in Russian, yes is da.
Well, she said da then.
I think she came from Germany.
No, I thought she was.
Because when she says
she has white hair, and in anime, Russians are constantly depicted.
But when she says no, she says nine.
Why
But
would she not?
in Russian, no is niet.
Isn't 9 German?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She's
So,
German.
yeah. I mean, okay, so this
Maybe.
shows pretty much what happens. People have like their soul slayer, their Mazambactos, and their
Oh,
soul.
Bleach?
Yeah. No, they call forth an item from their. You don't want to switch chairs, Moses?
No, I'm
Okay.
good.
Wait, this is weird. So in this, his name is spelled like the actual Japanese name Toru.
Toru.
But
What she calls her, like he calls him.
Well, they
Thor-
talk about it in the first episode.
did they?
She's like, your name sounds like Thor, fucking legendary fuckwad, you know, blah 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 blah. But yeah, no, his name's actually Toby.
Okay.
But this show was.
Foreign country in Europe. Well, Europe is not Russia, so fuck you.
Okay.
We got there.
This chick is one of the other cloned submarines in Ark Nova.
Oh, who is this voice actress?
Oh, she's Yukimura! Fuck,
Welcome
Yukimura! Check it! She's great, Yukimura. Girls in Panzer, Ishiraku.
Yeah.
Love Live is who the fuck that is. No one cares. That's pretty legit. She's Yukimura. That's her claim to fame. They call forth soul slayers from your soul to fight with, and they go to school with this lolly girl who's the headmaster. And I don't know, man. They fight, and there's weird like you get a duo.
It's Swedish.
It's Swedish.
Oh, Swedish, whatever.
So they get a duo, meaning you choose someone to be your partner, I guess, for the rest of your life while you fight. And Julie and Thor get together.
See, this show had a pretty good start in like 3 different ways. One, I liked how like in the first episode there's like fight to get in.
It's like, hey, welcome to the orientation. Now to get in, fight.
And then the second one was how the teacher just fucking like tried to like slaughter them.
Oh,
and that was pretty cool.
What was her name? She was the best and worst part of that show at the same time.
The third thing I liked from that show is
the
how
rabbit
like
chick.
they the students their entire lives had been taught, you know, they have been told, oh hey, no, don't worry, your weapons can't actually hurt anyone. But then they find out they can. They just have to like think that they can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, oh shit. So like basically, it'll only hurt them if they want them to hurt them. But they never really explore that later on. They just keep whacking people with it, like whatever. And so it's like, what was the point? They had no point in telling them they could actually like kill people with these things. And then the ending, this show went downhill real quick.
When it tried to do story, the story part of the show.
It got to the point.
Not really, but like, here's the thing.
Oh,
the
this was mine in How to Get Killed. The rabbit teacher. Okay.
Who was the blonde haired chick who came and was like, I want to be your absolute duo like 5 times?
Lilith?
Lilith.
Lilith? What's that?
Yeah, Lilith.
Same it's a chick from same blonde chick from Trinity.
So she came. She's like, I'm also special like you, Toru, because our weapons are special. They're not fucking like swords. And then,
fuck, she was Yamada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they have like a different. What it was? I thought it was kind of stupid that they.
And she's Kaoru from Damaga. This chick has some rolls.
They came up with like a different like word for like each like special type, and I'm like, but they never explain like the difference between them. They call them
It
exceeds,
felt like
exceptions.
Regular.
Wouldn't they have some kind of weird like trigger word you have to use to bring your word out? Like it took down like the weird shonen battle anime tropes.
It was really dumb because
It
it's
was really
like
dumb.
you have exceeds, you have exceptions, you have
Irregulars.
yeah
I
irregular.
remember they said it. I'm like, this guy's an irregular Magic High School.
God. I was like, this is really dumb.
But here's the worst part.
Seppuku
Was
Bunny!
two
Yeah!
things.
What? She's like a Seppuku Bunny from Camphor.
Oh lord.
I love this chick. She's great.
The 2 worst parts
She's
about
Nui from
this
Kill la
show
Kill.
was one, stop looking at these things.
No, I can't. I must not know. No, go on.
So Ruben, am I glad I didn't watch this show? Because it sounds like
You
a pretty
did.
bad
It wasn't really worth it.
You didn't
Moses.
Who?
Jibril.
Also, she's Ringo.
Oh.
Yeah, you really
also
didn't.
get Jibril.
You really
know the
didn't.
better show.
No, you're okay.
But anyways, okay. Two things is one.
Matter.
They I hate it in like shonen type shows and shit where someone gets really badass but like hurts himself in the process, and then like the other people are like, no, don't do it, it's not worth hurting yourself, blah 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 blah, I'll protect you.
You mean
instead.
every shonen in the history of all shonen?
It annoys the shit out of me. And so what's her face, fucking Swedish girl, has this like fucking like blood install mode where she like goes batshit insane, but she starts like bleeding constantly out like just everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And Tora's like, no, stop, you're hurting now, I'll protect you now.
Pretty much for like Jack the Ripper form.
I'm like, stop, just let her do it.
That's who do a love, not Jojo.
And the other problem is Lilith had zero importance in that show. She
Except
came in.
she had money.
She came in. She's like, Tora, I want to be your partner. No. Can I be your partner now? No. Can I be your partner now? No. I'll just shoot things for the next 6 episodes.
Cool. I got a gun. It's pretty cool.
She was. I think she was incredibly pointless, other than to just be one of the other archetypes. The blondie.
The Blondo Joe-sama.
The Blondo Joe-sama from America.
And here's my last problem with the show.
England.
They get stronger by
Fuck
taking
what?
steroids.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
the
steroids.
principal's like, it's time for you to level up. Here, stick this in your neck. Level 3.
How is that easy? Like,
Not
what's
really
the
good
point of
swimming.
training?
And the main character, Toru, he skipped from level 2 to level 4. He's like, turn level 2. And then she's like, here's level 4 formula. He's like,
I
whoa,
think-
I don't know if I want to go there. So
No,
just
Matt, you
fucking
have to
stick
strain
with
your
something.
body, otherwise it will reject your system and it will kill you. You have to be strong enough to be able to take it.
God.
Yeah,
Okay,
Buzz,
here's the
you really didn't miss a whole lot.
The thing about the show is that when it's doing whatever dumb fucking shit it wants to do, like, oh, we're just gonna dump you all off this boat and just have you swim to shore, but my underwear is wet, I gotta put it on here to dry, now I'm on water again. Like, that dumb shit is great, but when it focuses on the sort of story part, it all falls apart. Cause it's not good at that.
Well, and then you got the villain who really just didn't have anything to him.
What's his
at
name?
all.
Exactly.
His name's Jin.
He was the leader of. Oh, what was the company that he was like working for?
Oh.
The scientist made that like. Oh, it was such a silly.
They were
scientist
called
company.
Rebels.
Yeah.
They were
And
called
then like that
Rebels,
chick, like the Tomoe, worked with him to become better and not suck as much. No, what's her phrase? No, Miyabi. Miyabi went to him to go like get better, and then they fought, and he's like, no.
And you know
Miyabi,
what's
that's not
funny?
you.
I sense a very close relation between like those two characters to Chie and Yukiko. If you really
But
think
you mean
about
Miyabi
it,
and Tomoe? Miyabi, like Yukiko.
So you're
is
saying
more,
Miyabi is like the
Yukiko.
Chie?
Yukiko.
No,
she's like Yukiko.
Yukiko is a lot better than Miyabi. So.
And then Tomoe is like Chie.
and how
If you
like,
really think about it, the characters are actually very similar.
and how they constantly walking on the shit, watching him like in Julie in some weird spot, and then hitting him because anime.
Oh god. See, like that I kind of expected because like just off the image when I first looked at this chart, I'm like, there's one dude, then there's like 5 girls.
I already
Well,
rated this show.
there was like 5 shows like that this season.
Right,
Rated.
that's
Were they
why-
good though? Were
Oh
they,
no, none of them got over
okay.
7. None of them.
You know, Cross Energy's one of them.
No. No.
We're gonna get there, by the way. Just
I give
Very-
this show a C+.
Just you wait.
I give it
It was-
C plus.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I ended up giving it a 6.
It's about right. It's about right. Not a 7.
I would.
Oh
Okay.
God, already.
Yeah, we're here now.
It's alphabetical,
Uh,
Moses.
The
Don't you know?
the next show we're talking about.
Okay, hold on, wait. This is gonna take some time. Let me go ahead and just right here. Okay.
You want to talk about?
Who wants to say?
CC
Who
love?
wants to say? Who wants to say the forbidden words?
Oh no, 0, 2. Now I told Ruben this. I think this is the most disappointing anime of all time. And Ruben like, what the fuck?
You're so wrong.
Like, or emo?
You're so wrong.
Here's the thing. Or emo is not disappointing. It's just like, okay, here's the analogy I came up with in my head, walking around the apartment one day. Like, or emo, at least the OVA part, hates you. That show fucking hates you. And went out of its way to fuck everyone like that show. It's like if the show was like on a rooftop and just fucking in front of both birds saying fuck you and Remo the cunt and calling you racist names and calling you the N-word and then hops off the roof and dies. That's our emo. All Noah is, it was climbing a mountain. Trying to get to the mountaintop. It was almost there. It was almost there. Then it slipped. It started falling off the mountain.
It was the Rocky that didn't make it through the montage.
Yeah. Then it caught itself for a bit. And it fell again. and you're like, you want it to get its grip again and start climbing up.
No. Okay, it tried to go to the mountain, fell down, but then it got so pissed off at itself, it did everything in its power to make you hate it past that point. That's how I see it.
I thought the show always tried. The show, I
tried to be bad.
No, it wanted to be good.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. The show wasn't good, but you say the most disappointing. I can think of a bunch right now.
Name 3.
There was Dead Man Wonderland.
No.
Yes,
And now like
Dead
this.
Man Wonderland. The
Now like
first
this.
3 episodes
Awesome.
were great,
But not like this, though.
and then it just dropped.
Closest-
It went nowhere.
The closest one I can think is Go to the Crown. That's really it.
There's a
But the
freaking
thing is, no, it's working. Godot was good at one point. Go to the Crown never was. That's not the same thing.
Sure.
Oh no, had like top of the year potential, and in season 1.
No, I get it. We're just saying disappointing. And what's it called? Something Riddle. Something
Aqua
Riddle.
Riddle?
There you go. Aqua Riddle.
No,
Yes.
not even close. Not even close.
That show was disappointing.
Yeah, not like this though.
Well, the fact that it was all about assassinations, they retconned everybody's.
You know where it's
deaths.
gonna go though.
Huh? Oh, I knew everyone was gonna be alive in assassination room.
You knew they were all gonna have a shot at the girl.
But the problem is, 1, the girl's a retard, and 2, they retconned everyone's death.
That was stupid. No, that was stupid. Not disappointing. That was just dumb.
How's that down disappointing?
Because I like the show as much. That's why. All
Blood
no,
Sea.
Blood Sea. It didn't have that kind of potential. Not like this. The thing about All Know is that it was a show that wanted to be good and just made fucking missteps, except the way season 2.
No, I still think this is a disappointing show, but in my opinion, my most disappointing show is Dead Man Wonderland.
Okay.
That show had a lot of
It could have
potential.
been awesome.
Shiro was great.
Shiro was awesome.
But no disappointing show is without like some redeeming factors.
No,
that
this
make
is
it
not a bad
watchable.
show.
No, it's
Like I thought that
Wait,
the,
what?
It's not.
I said
it's
no. I
not,
said
it's
no.
not a bad show.
I said no
Are you talking
disappointing.
about season 1 though?
Season 2. That's not a bad
It's
show.
a bad show.
No, it's not.
I think I rated like a 5 or something.
Okay.
That's only okay, but I think that's just because you were bitter about decisions you wanted to happen that
Right.
you would have done as
Yeah.
a writer, and they chose not to.
You're like when
Yeah, like
when
Keep
his
Them Dead.
sister was gonna like fucking.
okay, but that's
But
okay.
one of them died anyway, so it's alright.
I mean, I'll give you that
Wait,
one.
what?
You don't remember?
Salem and Idaho, they're both alive.
No, there's 3 people, and there was 4 people in that room. 1 walked out. Remember?
Okay.
There was
I don't. No.
there-
I didn't. I wasn't actually 100% like on board with Salzbaum being dead.
He
I
got
didn't-
shot 5 times.
People lived through that. None of it was through the head. Okay.
No, just to your fucking vital organs.
Okay, so
Wait, his fucking stomach. I guess he doesn't.
So episode 13, I'll give you that one. The whole like the eye thing or whatever.
Fuck, man.
I'll give you that.
Fuck, man.
But like
Fuck, man.
But the decision.
I like how our disappointments.
Stop right here. The eye.
I like how our disappointments are compounded. We saw Inaho alive, and then we saw Cyborg Inaho within like 10 seconds, and it was like
Yeah, like
2, bro.
No, he was like, we're like, no. Ah! But man, the eye. When that's episode when he like loses consciousness and the eye has its own AI on it.
That was kind of
That kind of simulates his personality, and that was really kind
No,
of
the worst.
cool and stupid.
The worst thing about the show, even worse in episode 1 of season 2, is the fact that they went to war,
Yeah.
even knowing that the king has dementia. That
Yeah.
king straight up has dementia. They said, you know what? He wants to go to war. Let's just go to war. Why not? That is the dumbest thing.
Or what about the fact that it took Slane for them to realize, hey, we're losing 1-on-1. Let's all go in together. Hey, we're winning. And the Inaho was like, hold on. Super eye powers activate. Let me control every mech with my eye.
I got really annoyed when he was always like saying out loud what he was doing with his eye. But now, if the eye was AI, it kind of makes sense now.
But then the fact that it like takes a toll on him because he uses the Sharingan too much.
Must rest.
That's when he goes to sleep.
But like some of the more minor stuff I can forgive because those are just personal
I don't think
gripes.
that was minor.
No.
It would have been cool.
I'm talking about a gripe that you had where it's like the sister princess or whatever was gonna be like, I'm gonna kill you, Jake.
Oh,
that
by the
would
way,
be cool.
By the way, let me tell you a fallacy in writing real quick. When you're gonna have a key figure who's be an important part of the plot in the second half, not even mentioned in the first half of the show, she just shows up, and she's the most.
Well, isn't she a secret though?
They should be mentioned a little bit.
I don't
It's
think so.
lazy writing.
She can
I
walk,
think so.
right?
It's lazy.
Like
no, she can't.
in low gravity.
I
In
could have
low
swore
gravity.
I saw her stand.
Yeah, no,
Low gravity.
it makes sense. Like low gravity or whatever.
But no, she's not supposed to exist. They don't. But people don't know she exists.
And you
because
know what?
She's never like out and about with the regular people.
But the thing is, like, you could at least like mention like they could have said at any point during season 1 like, what about that, you know, princess we're keeping secret or whatever, you know, don't worry about it. But like acknowledge that the writers had this in mind beforehand, then make the audience think, you ran into a wall, we needed something. Let's just do it.
Naruto does it all the time. It's the most popular anime of all time.
Don't bring Naruto into this.
And you know what?
Please remember Yorichi's brother.
Oh god!
By the way.
Oh god! Please.
And who's this guy who's following Slain around like he's his fucking butt buddy? Like he didn't show up in the first fucking season.
Well, he was. He wasn't the main character. He didn't need to though.
Yeah.
He was a grunt. Slane promoted him. That's why.
Yeah, but like, again, had zero influence in the first season whatsoever.
Are you talking
about
at
least mentioned
the guy that follows Slane's around?
Oh, Harklight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that in the first season, Slane didn't have the status that.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean,
that's
he was
fine.
He was below Slane. That's how fucking unimportant he was.
Yeah. So like the guy just got promoted. It's like, hey, you're
now important.
Yeah.
He might not have been below Slain before. He might have been like on the same level as Slain.
Slane was whooping beaten for no reason.
The thing is, like, if someone's gonna have that undying loyalty to someone, they should at least have a little bit of like,
But I mean, the reason he got that loyalty is because he saw how much Slane was rising through the ranks. He's like, wow, I want to be like this. Like, you're the kind of guy I like.
It's just introducing such critical elements, like, bam, like that, in the second season of the show just seems really
You're
lazy.
saying plant the seeds early.
At least mention it. At
Well,
least show, like, an aside.
So
like,
the one that I didn't really quite understand was that blonde dude at the end that NTR'd what's her face. Like
It came out of
he
nowhere.
came out of nowhere.
Well, he didn't NCR anyone. She was running that shit
Okay,
the
yeah,
entire
but
time.
if you want to talk about somebody who showed up out of nowhere, that's the guy.
That's a guy. Yeah, I don't know.
Like and supposedly
I don't
they
care.
said like the blonde count from the first season it was his like younger brother or some shit. Like
He's not important.
But they didn't mention him at all in the first season. That's something that I thought came out of nowhere.
I will say
because he didn't show up until like the last like 4 episodes.
I will say when Slane dueled that one guy and then he like
Inoue?
killed his mech. No, and the guy flew out of his mech in space. That was kind of great.
I mean, the show has good moments.
Like when Slane made that trap for his first Saw's bomb and killed him.
That was good.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
That was great.
But here's the thing. I was so pissed off at episode 1 I couldn't fully enjoy it.
I was like, this is better. I'm still mad.
Like,
you know, if you have
better,
a mech that can see through in the future, why don't you just use that, like, from the get-go?
Because Inoho's eye can see better.
He didn't used to have the eye, though. They could have won before he had the eye.
I want to do a thought experiment.
Oh, what?
Take away episode 1. Take it out. How good is that show?
Well, now all of a sudden, Salem and Inoho are alive for no reason. Oh, wait, they already were. Okay, nothing changed.
Like, would it be a better show without that season? Because that episode might have been like the first, like the worst episode of a sequel I've ever seen.
If they wanted that show to be 10 out of 10, they make Slane take vengeance on the Martians from within, like a House of Cards scenario. Where
That's what I thought was going to
you
happen.
want to know what became a show that come out 10 out of 10? You stop and let like people's collective memory make that show better as the years go on.
Wait, are you talking about having Slane pull a Lelouch?
Yeah, something like that. Like,
Because that's exactly what Lelouch did.
like, keep Inohana Salem dead. Like, those were great deaths.
Yeah.
Make Slane the main character, because he has the most room for potential growth of any character in that show. And make him, rise through the ranks of the Martian Empire and, take them down from within. Yeah, Lelouch style.
They also kind of seem to like made like a big deal out of like some of the side plots in the first season. Then the second season they just never even come back to it. Like the whole like post traumatic stress disorder and like drinking problem with the lieutenant. They just never came back to that.
I never gave a fuck about him.
What are you talking about? He's one of my favorite
I
characters.
didn't give a fuck about him. At least season 1 I didn't give a fuck about him.
See, Mike, that's the thing though. If you don't give a fuck about him, that means he wasn't like fleshed out well.
Or
like that was a failure of a character.
But
the thing is, no one on the Terran side was any good.
Besides Inoho. I mean, let's be honest.
Except maybe the Mars chick, but she was pushed to the side for season 2.
No, let's be honest. If Inoho wasn't here, they would have lost that war 20 months ago.
Yep.
The only thing Riot
I'm saying he wasn't useful. He just wasn't a fucking good character.
Yeah.
The only thing Riot did the entire season was help Inoho let the guy escape from jail.
Yeah, that was it.
That is unfortunate.
Everybody else sucks.
You mean the count?
No, the Mars girl who had her dad died season 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're talking about season 1.
Riot.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm saying in season 2 she didn't do anything important. She was a big character in season 1. She was a great character in season 1. And season 2, literally all she did was help Inoho have the count escape.
I did like how they focused more on the Mars side of season 2. That was interesting. That was
because of Slane.
That was a good foundation.
Well, they should have
for a
done
good
that
show.
anyways.
Yeah.
Because Slane should have been the main character.
Agreed. But I don't know why they misstepped so hard. He's in episode 1 with doing that shit.
I think the writer ran into a wall. I think they only planned out season 1, and then they just kind of went from there. Like, they were just trying to figure things out along the way.
They could have stopped there.
Like, look at what Shirobako's taught us, by the way.
Anime is
It
hard.
looks like that they literally write up story as they're going along.
Anime is fucking hard.
If that is true for this show, then they probably wrote themselves into a wall.
Shirobako has shown that even the most bullshit anime is fucking hard to make.
Well, and you know what's funny, Ruben,
Is that you have Takayama to blame for that.
Mm-hmm.
Does Inoho have brain damage? I'm just wondering, like, how the fuck is this possible?
Probably.
Yeah, bro.
I'd imagine he does, but like,
Because he seems pretty alright.
all I'm saying is
AI
that
on board to help his brain.
all I'm saying is that
You know, he took it out in the last episode.
No, well, take off that. Yeah. Sweet eye patch though.
Oh yeah, the last episode where it's like,
The Magneto.
this has gotta be like 3 months in the future, but now Slane's gonna ask him the important question. Why'd you save me? What happened to your eye? What was your eye? I didn't care about this for the last 3 months whatsoever.
Man, Inoho is so fucking stupid and boring.
He was a terrible character.
He was the island button. When he showed up like, okay, they're gonna
I liked Inoho in the first season. I thought he was a good character.
Nah.
But I hate how they brought him back.
He was only good because he died.
Remember
No.
when
Because he was a powerful tool that helped him survive that long
Moses.
enough, and it was supposed to be up in the Slane.
Remember when his friend died from him and they raised his eyebrows once?
That was a great episode.
Most emotions they showed all season.
That was a great episode, though.
Now, lads, you're all forgetting about the best character in that show,
Slane.
Edo Ritsuo, the handmaiden girl.
oh my god, get out of
Go fuck
here.
yourself.
She's great.
No,
Yeah,
She drove that Jeep.
She's a maid.
She drove that
That was rad.
Jeep in the first season.
That was rad.
I was like, this 10-year-old's driving
But let's
a
be
Jeep.
honest, Slane.
But what you do in season 2?
Slane's character was so fucking good in season 2. It was so great. He redeemed most of that show for me.
He tried.
He did it.
He could have been more. Anyways, let's.
I gave this show a B-.
Wow, I give the show a D+.
Wow.
I think that's a little harsh,
Rustled.
It may have been one of the worst shows of the season.
Wow.
This show is a solid
Where's in
C.
Testament?
I didn't finish Testament.
That's why he's saying this right now.
No, that show had too much censoring.
But Dog Days, come on.
I did not watch
I
Dog
didn't
Days.
care about
I
Dog
don't
Days.
care about furries.
I love Dog Days. I didn't care about shit about Dog Days.
Yeah, this show is a solid C.
Here's the thing, though. It's like, even a shitty show like Testament, like, if you put enough boobs in it, it's entertaining. All No Zero wasn't entertaining. Like, I just disliked watching the
Great
show. It
soundtrack,
pissed me
though.
off. Oh, I had a
That
great
didn't
opening.
change.
I pretty much wanted to watch the opening left and right, and that was about it for that show.
Well, I thought a lot of the insert. I want to find the new insert song that they put in there because it's not. I got the soundtrack and it's not on there. But that is the one thing that does salvage it. I mean okay. So aside from the writing though, like everything else, I thought was fine. The direction was fine because it's the same director as Fate Zero. So in that sense, like that the
directing is fine. Yeah.
The directing is fine.
The writing is not fine.
The OST is fantastic.
The OST is the best of the year.
But other than that, though, it's like
The writing. Writing must for
Yeah.
any
And
name
for-
you make, writing's important.
And for those of you who saw Urobuchi Gen's name on the staff for the show, he's not the one who actually wrote it, so he's safe.
for now.
Mike,
We can
I think
blame-
the phrase you used for movies is how I use for this.
What?
Is this show did not respect my time.
Okay. Alright, okay. I'll accept that.
Alright.
I disagree, but I accept that.
I'm gonna pause this. Oh wait, Matt, what was your grade rating?
I ended up giving it like I think a solid C, so that both between the first and second season it balances out to about a B+.
If we're showing Out No Zero as a whole,
Yeah.
that show is a B+.
Ideally, if I could give it like a numerical value, I'd give this season 2 a 6.5. Ideally. And season 1.
But I
agree
mean,
with that.
the-
agree with that.
Yeah, in season 1
Like
and 9.
I enjoyed all the mech battles that they did. Those were all
They were always
fantastic.
good.
So
When they were fucking hiding on the fucking the asteroids waiting to jump them, that was awesome.
I think my favorite one was then they had to fight the duplicating dude
Yeah.
and then the invisible one and the fucking.
lightning.
You mean where they realize numbers matter?
Yeah. Hold on, we should, work together. I don't. Army tactics.
It's like, you mean like the teamwork?
Like a team. I mean, is this how they're beating us for the whole season? I'm not sure.
And he did those mines in front of the minions.
Okay, whatever. We're
God
done with this.
damn it. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Okay, next show.
Is Anatsu Kyoshi,
Wow!
also known as Assassination Classroom,
Ansatsu Kyoshi.
which that show is fucking great, and Kurosate is the best fucking character of the year. I don't give a fuck who you guys say, he's the best.
I'm not caught up.
It's a great show.
This show's really.
It's a really good show. I'm on like episode like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
It's a really good show.
It's about this like yellow tentacle demon. That's what he is. who's saying, "Hey guys, look, I'm gonna start the world in a year, so you gotta kind of kill me." But here's the thing: I'll let you guys have an opportunity to kill me, but I also want to teach this class. Here's the thing: if they don't kill me within a year, I'm gonna destroy everything. It'll be awesome. But if they kill me though, then you guys like it's all good.
See, like I think what really draws me to it is that I want to see how it plays out because I actually can't call it.
Okay, you know the anime's not going to finish it, right? Because the manga's still going on.
Yeah, I know. So like that's kind of why I'm curious. Like they'll probably make another season, which I'd be okay with.
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's because I'm thinking about it, and it's like considering the last episode that aired yesterday, like I finished it this morning, and I'm thinking to myself, for the sake of like.
Wait, yesterday?
It comes out on Fridays.
Yeah, they didn't have an episode yesterday.
I know they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Not yesterday's episode. The one from before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's funny because when you watch the show, you're like, okay, so clearly this is what the goal is, right? But having been in his class now for however long it's been,
3 months now.
They're actually he's actually as successful as a teacher because he's getting this class of misfits to actually learn things, and he finds ways to teach the ones that have a hard time doing it by traditional means.
And so, in a sense of being a good teacher, that he does his job, and so I kind of think too his whole rule how he can't harm any of his students. So it's like, well, I could just say, logically speaking, if you blow up the Earth, then you are technically hurting your students. So
I think he needs.
I think you just kill everyone. You could just kill everyone and not blow up Earth, and just leave the students.
I mean,
I think he's only not going to hurt his students for the year. I don't know.
But I don't know if they were ever clear about that, though.
Well, the thing that makes him an incredible character is that he is threatened to blow up the Earth, but he's pushing really his heart and soul into teaching these students and making them better as people. And the question is, why would he go through so much effort to protect them, to nurture them, to make them better, to help them kill him, if he's intended on killing Earth in
and that's why I'm saying.
Unless he's not really going to, or he just wants to die. This way he wants to do it.
Let me ask you this, because I'm 4 episodes behind. Did they ever go into his backstory? Because there was an episode season episode 3 or something where it showed a girl dying. Is she says
they have not gone into that yet, but they've kind of gone into hey.
Because I mean,
they kind of teased how he was created, and that he might not be the only one.
Oh yeah, that was this last episode.
Which blew my mind.
That kind of.
But I'll tell you what,
did not flow well with me.
This show, grabbing episode 1, when the other teacher said, if you try to kill him, he's gonna manicure your eyebrows, which is fucking awesome. When the weird crazy killer guy came to class and almost killed him, and then he tried to kill him again, and he just started manicuring his hands. Great! Fucking Kurosane is the best character in this show.
I got a kick out of the one where they all stood in a line to go up and hand in their homework, and each one they try shooting him and they try to stab him, and he's just like.
Yeah, a big thing about him is he has Mach 20 speed, which he can evade pretty much every attack. A really cool thing they're doing is that they're keeping track of all his flaws as they're in the class, as they learn them.
Is she getting better? Because in the first 5 episodes, all of her notes were useless.
That's a he. It's a guy. Don't fucking.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Oh, he has there's 19 or 20 flaws.
They're up to 19 now.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I agree with you, Moses. One thing I like about this show is I can't see there's at least 5 different outcomes I could think of.
Yeah.
And I don't know where.
And if they kill him, I'm gonna be a fucking emotional wreck.
And Moses, about what you're saying, the manga's not finished, but this is going to have to finish in 22 episodes.
I mean, they could do an anime-only ending.
Well, this is the thing, though. So, you remember Akame ga Kill, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know...
Remember, I heard a visual of a guy throwing a manga off of a stage.
I heard that the manga's actually trying to go in the same direction, but I haven't caught up yet, that the manga's trying to go in the same direction as the anime ended. Do you know if that's true?
From what I've seen, I don't see how.
Because for a show like that or a show like this, the author could tell them, this is how I plan on ending it. You guys make this anime knowing that, and so you can show the ending before I do the ending. But does that hurt the manga in terms of sales and stuff? Because how the show ends is going to be very important, more so than many other shows.
See, what you're saying about Akame ga Kill, now that you're saying it, if they really wanted to, I mean, of course the deaths would be kind of different, but they actually could, and that kind of pisses me off now that you say that. But I mean, I guess
the thing was, like, the anime ended like the best possible scenario. Like, that was the best ending that show could have had, I think. Almost.
I think I had the main guy living.
So,
cool.
no. So, I think the manga couldn't really do it much better. I mean,
You say couldn't?
I don't think it could.
I mean, if we're going back to a Comic Kill for a second, the thing that made me mad about a Comic Kill the way it ended is that they just rushed like through 2 arcs and put into 4 episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's what I hope they don't do here. If they take their time.
That's the thing. There's 22 episodes. We only have 11 episodes.
Well, who's to say they're not going to get season 2?
Why didn't it come out Kill it season 2?
I don't know, and I'm still trying to figure that out.
Here's why I'm pretty sure it's not going to get season 2. This studio, Lerche, I can remember the last time they did season 2. They did Danganronpa. They did Akuma no Riddle.
Danganronpa's coming. It's going to come. That's happening, right? It's going to happen. It has to.
Well, no.
Fucking Kuma Bunny. We got to do it. Mata Bunny.
Yeah. What I'm saying though is that Danganronpa season 1 was done in 1.
But see, like, okay,
and it could have been done in 2.
But see, with the Comic Kill, if they wanted to do a season 2, they would have to wait years because, like, right now they're on chapter 58, and the manga and the anime would have ended around like chapter 35. So they would have to wait a year.
But we're on Attack on Titan.
Well, they're too busy milking Attack on Titan.
I will give Comic Kill this. In terms of its claim to fame, more than anything else, is its adaptation of manga and changing the way studios can approach adapting a manga. Saying, you don't have to fucking follow the manga's ending all the way to its end. You can just stop it whenever you fucking want to. And just end it, and do it for an anime. Which is something this show can do too.
It can.
I wanted to go forever. To get the time. That'd be awesome. But they can end it next season. Which I'd be fine with that too.
You mean this?
This season, right.
I would bet you money that Assassination will not go past 22.
I say 24.
Well, it's listed for 22.
I was like 24.
Anyways. This show's really good though. Awesome. I'm not really on board with what happened in the last episode too much.
You mean with?
But the show's so good without.
You mean the I don't. Should I just tell you this right now?
I don't care. Go on.
There's like they crafted a guy in a lab, looked like a student, but had tentacles for hair, and he had kind of like the same abilities as Kurosate did.
So
speed, power, all that, and they knew the.
What lab was like a government lab?
Government lab, yes.
They went to a government lab.
No, they had
the government lab came to them.
And
so they're kind of hinting that they're showing us more like Koro Sensei is developed in some government lab, most likely.
Or I'm guessing some kind of weird accident. That's my guess.
But
like some kind of weird,
To
mutation.
me, Koro Sensei being a one of a kind thing was kind of the novelty of the show.
Yeah.
And they're kind of loosening that up a bit, and I'm not on board with it. So we'll see where that goes.
Depending on how funny that new Kuro Sensei might be, I might like it.
Well, he looks like a normal kid.
Yeah.
His hair is just Cthulhu-y.
You ever seen Ikki Musume? It's like that.
Wait.
Like her tentacles over her hair.
You know Squid Girl?
I didn't watch Squid Girl.
Don't really.
You don't need to. Show sucks.
See, I don't watch Batch. Well,
it's not a bad show. It's just not worth it.
Do not even say you don't watch bad shows because you know you do.
I stopped. Okay.
Anyways, I give this show an A- so far.
Yep.
A.
Yep. A-. Sounds about
Kuro
right.
Sensei.
I give
carries,
the show a B.
Sensei
carries a B.
He carries this show so much that when he dies, the show dies with him. Straight up.
My only problem with this show is that the characters, at least from where I am, the characters don't really have anything going for them. It's just like 3 characters. There's a classroom full of characters and no one has any character.
No, the crazy killer student guy.
Well, like I said, besides
have you
3
seen
people.
the computer yet?
No, I haven't.
The computer's pretty great.
Oh, God.
He's pretty great. When Kurosate did the makeover, that was awesome. That show's pretty fun.
I would watch an episode over in a heartbeat.
That's great, yeah. Okay.
Alright, what's next?
Let me go pee.
Oh, God. Alright. We got, what? Death Parade.
Death Parade.
Pretty good show.
Opening, incredible. Incredible opening.
So
you don't agree?
This opening was the talk of the town on the first episode of the show.
It's so fun.
It's
so
real
much fun.
good. I think in terms of animation and just how fun it made you feel, it was number 1 of the season.
I hope this show makes a lot of money. A lot of money.
It's not really that
So
popular.
Madhouse can take that money and funnel it, and that's what we see in season 2, where the money should be.
I'm not sure if I want a season.
Oh, you mean Triage X?
Because I mean, like, a lot of I don't know the girl's name that was with the bartender, assistant, whatever. A lot of the reason I like this show is because of her story and the fact that
Story's not bad. Also, I also think it's kind of like not the best story in that show. Like they had other better stories come across them as they're doing their arbitration.
I mean, okay, the only arbitration that I really liked was a 2-episode arbitration where the guy he loses his sister to a rapist.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that arbitration.
I really connected with the single mom one.
I'm a single lady.
What single mom one?
When the mom who had the 5 kids and all that, and the guy who was like
Remember I think that was one of she played the fighting. They played the fighting game.
played the fighting game.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Kuroko
This is what
no
game they
Onna
played.
was her name.
We remember the episodes by the game.
Okay, except that literally just means the girl or the woman in black.
Yeah, it was who she was.
Except I don't know why they didn't change this because she does have a name.
Yeah, which I can't remember very well.
Chiyuki.
Yeah.
They
Well, it could be spoiled. No, well,
said
It's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your name, huh? I don't know anything still.
but still.
Oh, the same chick as her was voiced Chihaya for you. Cool.
Cool. But here's the thing. This show started out kind of weak for me, and that's on a personal level because it felt like I was watching another season almost of like Jigoku Shoujo Hellgirl. I'm not really a big fan of like the episodic shows that have this like really subtle backstory that they're not going to touch on until the end of the show. And that's kind of what this show did. They just went episode by episode talking about people's problems, and then they touched on a backstory at the end, and it was kind of over.
see,
22?
I liked the very first episode of the show. The very first episode of the show to me was amazing. And then
Yeah,
episode 2, when they retconned it, I was so mad. You don't remember when
They didn't retcon.
they
saw it from a different point of view.
where she's like, yeah, I cheat on you, and everything's like, oh wait, no, I didn't.
No, here's the thing. Watching that, I'm like, well, she's just mad that she's mad at her. So he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna lie to you because I'm mad at you. Like, they didn't retcon anything. That's what I thought immediately. So I'm thinking, why did they fucking believe her when she knew she was emotional and probably lying about it at the same time? I don't understand how he came to the conclusion that, I guess this is part of his character flaw, that he thought, oh, she said this, so this has to be true.
Yeah.
You know,
So he didn't understand the nuances of human emotion.
When you're crying, saying like, why? I mean, who would ever love you? Oh, yeah, I cheat on you. Yeah, you kind of believe that.
And he's like, well, she said you cheated on her. All right, let's do it.
I mean, that makes sense.
The part where they said you fucked up, I like the show better to me.
I don't like it.
For sure. But that was the beginning of the point of the show.
Right.
That was the whole point of the show.
Episode 1, I was like, this show can go places.
Yeah.
It was not. This show is the fucking best show. I'm like, this show can do a lot of cool shit.
But to me, so far, the most boring episode was the one after that one with the bowling. I mean, that was a nice episode.
Because there's no drama.
There's nothing going on there. I'm like, oh, it's a love story.
The cool thing was how like she changed her face to be this other girl that he liked. Because she was so plain and he never noticed her. That was kind of cool.
Well,
and it was a nice change to everything being fucked up all the time.
That was episode 3!
Wait.
Still!
Wait, episode 3 was the idol guy? No.
No.
How about the bowling? The
bowling episode.
So the one that went on.
Oh.
Yeah, remember, don't go by episode, go by games.
You're right. Bowling, sorry.
The one where they go on like a.
Not Twister Part 2.
Twister was great.
Twister was
awesome.
Don't underestimate an idol.
She was around too long. She should just whatever happened.
Whatever happened to them?
They went into the elevator.
Oh yeah,
and you found out what happened to their souls when that stuff happens. That they're actually like their souls get put into the mannequins.
A whole
awesome.
A whole basement of mannequins.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then that's when that one, the red-haired dude, he's like, well,
here's this other guy that you could trade places with him, but I'm not going to tell you anything about him.
And it was light.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
that made
God.
no fucking. Did they do this? Studio did the same show? They did
No.
That? Then what the point was he using that thing for? What the point of that?
I'm glad I'm not the only one that
awesome,
thought that.
But why?
I was like, is that light? I had to pause. I'm like, is that light?
Yeah.
Is that light?
I'll be like, you should switch to him. I think you should be that guy.
No, they should have did it. She put a notebook in his hand.
Oh God, that'd have been the best. But like
I
did like the bowling one simply for the fact that not because of the characters or what they did, but because of the fact that it made me realize, okay, so they put them in these conditions, but that doesn't always mean that there has to be
one reincarnation and one to the void, because neither one of those two characters went to the void.
Right.
So that's
Same
kinda
with the
why-
detective and the guy who wanted to kill.
Whoa, wait. You're saying neither one of them...
Sorry, billiards.
Yeah. See, you mean air hockey.
Was it air hockey? Was
It
it
was
air
air
hockey? You're thinking of them playing billiards, like billiards of Galaxy, which I fucking want that pool table. That pool table was awesome.
Wait. So what happened at the end of bowling? What? I can't remember. Like
They both got
he
reincarnated.
liked her, then realized that he knew her.
They went on a. They asked for like 5 minutes to just do whatever.
Go on a date.
And then they did, and then that's when, like, after they permitted it, then they went over to the elevators, and both of them went to reincarnation.
But the thing is, you find out that the girl that he thought she was not her. It's his other childhood friend who was playing, and he didn't notice.
That's right.
So
it was
she
a
got
plastic
surgery to make her look like her.
Yeah. That
was a
a
really
good
cool
episode.
twist.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
The thing about that show is that the whole point of the show was the something that's been said before is God's making decisions for humans without understanding humans, and it's actually something another show this season touched on too. But like that was kind of the point of the show, and I guess Chiyuki and cool chick with the braid that goes in front, little lolly.
Green.
No.
Nona. Like she was trying to like
Was it Nona or Nova?
It was Nona. It was Nona.
Okay.
Like she was trying to like kind of experiment with Decim.
You know, the guy with the lotus beard, whatever.
The goddess or whatever.
I really thought he was gonna go.
Flowerface.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go places. Episode 11, where he I thought he was gonna like do a coup de grace or something, but then it kind of just didn't go anywhere. That kind of disappointed me because I felt like they were building it up to something.
A little bit, yeah. You're not wrong. He was trying to figure out what the fuck Nona was up to because Nona was gonna feed.
I felt like those were
Decim
little
emotions.
drastic measures, just like say, "Hey, what's up?"
Also, I did not know this, but apparently, this show and Assassination Classroom both have dual audio already.
Really?
What?
On Crunchyroll.
No,
Wait, no, Death Parade is Funimation.
No, it's Funimation.
Wait, they're both Funimation.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because it's
Oh.
Funimation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both actually have.
Crunchyroll stopped like simul dubbing like after Kurogami.
No,
But,
the thing about is that like I thought there was going to be a bunch of just different, everybody some new case every week, some cool, interesting stories.
I don't like episodic things. I'm
But
with
they
Ruben.
did for the most part.
They did,
Yeah.
and they need season 2 to flesh out that world some more because we didn't get nearly enough
I
information.
mean,
on that world.
Well, the thing is, where can they
guess.
go? Where can that world go? That's never gonna change.
I think they need to go back in those characters a little bit more.
No, see, I feel like they would have
Like, how
to.
did Nona become an arbitrator? Was she before she became like?
I don't want to.
I think
Assistant Hard Arbiter.
I think everyone there was created by Flowerface. I think that was the
Then how is he to become god of this world, the god of the universe? What is
No.
he?
I mean, that sounds like a biblical question. at
He's
that point.
not. Right? Like, there's,
I don't think he is god. I think he wants to become.
I
God.
don't want to see more of that shit.
I want
because I think what we're talking about right now, just the like we said about Elden Ring Zero, like let our imagination take it from here. Is like that's better because if that show starts doing concrete bullshit, we're gonna get pissed.
I
off.
don't think it's better. I think it's fine.
I think I don't want like a backstory. If they did something, I want some progression. I wouldn't want them to go into their backstories that much. I want something that happened as a problem. Like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want a backstory.
Well, the only thing
I
we
want
can probably
there to be
progress is like,
progression with a backstory, if it's at all possible. That's so reasonable to ask.
the thing is the whole point of the show is kind of loose already. It's kind of fragile. It's like from here, all they can do is say, "Oh, we're not good at this. Abolish the whole program. From now on, when people die, they just die."
My only thing is that like they say like 8,000 people die every second. I'm like, there's like 8 arbiters. Where are the rest of you?
Here's a good point.
They're real busy.
Here's a good point. In each case, it takes at least 2-3 hours.
See, I was gonna say it take forever with these cases.
No, but didn't they say that
They're always busy.
Didn't they say that they only had guests come in when 2 people in the
Die on the same time.
Have you seen bombings?
But-
bombings alone.
Yeah.
would-
Also, Pat, 8,000 every second.
I'm sure someone's dying together.
Just drag 2. Just choose 2. Yeah.
Look at the news. Like 150 people died literally 2 days ago.
Anyways,
75 cases right there.
I give this show a B.
I give it a B.
I give it a B+. I like the show.
It's not a bad show. It's actually a good show.
It's a good B. It's a solid.
I
hard
didn't see what Brian saw episode 1.
B.
I give it a B+, so like an 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8. So
What it does real well.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything more than that. But I want season 2.
and I like the ending more than the openings. Suck it.
I love both of them.
And actually, I want to get the album of the artist that did the ending, because apparently Rio from Supercell.
Yeah.
He's actually in charge of that band or whatever. So that's what they're doing. Because I haven't heard from Supercell in like the longest time.
Equus though, they're doing stuff.
Yeah, I've heard a couple other songs on that album though. They're really good.
Mike, do you watch Dog Days?
Not enough for the way saying.
All right. X2 show.
X2 show.
Okay.
So this is a new studio. This is not the studio that did the first season.
Yeah.
Who did the first season?
I don't remember. It was like I think it was like TMS or something. But I love Durarara season 1.
X1 show.
It's A
X1
plus
show.
all day for me. The thing is,
Brainspace did the Durarara.
Oh, Brainspace, yeah, they're good. So Durarara season 2 is fine. I'll just say it right now. I give it an A-. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Okay.
The thing is, like, they were very.
You look at these shows, huh?
They were quite slow on the uptake in this show.
Brainspace has some shows, man.
And if Durarara's characters weren't top notch,
It'd be a bad
it
show.
wouldn't have been able to survive this season.
And
If
its city weren't top notch.
If the city also was on top notch. But it had some very good parts, like later on, how like Ryugumine, the main guy, how he kind of like realizes more about himself, like what the dollars are to him, how he perceives the dollars, and how he feels like he always felt like he wanted to be all like hip with the city. Like he created the dollars because he didn't want to be left behind in the city, and now he feels like the dollars leaving him behind again, and he doesn't like that. But he can't acknowledge it until Mr. Blue, whatever his name is, fucking like forces it on him. Like that scene where like it pans up, he's like, well, of course you like it, because you're smiling right now. And he's like, huh?
That felt like a weird anime thing.
Right?
But I liked how Isaiah's sisters were just fucking wreaked havoc when they wanted to.
Yeah, they did.
Like how the girl was like, I'm just gonna fucking pour tax in your mouth until you tell me who the one who put that shit in my sister's thing was.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And then the other girl set that fucking bitch's thing on fire.
Yeah.
They're awesome. But the problem is, like, for probably the characters you like would not get enough screen time for you.
I like all the characters. It's hard. Like
The guy with
there's no character in this show I dislike. And with a show with like
the guy with the bitches, I didn't care for him.
Well, he was a new character.
No, he was not a new character. He was always been there.
You mean the Torah?
The guy with the hat. And all the bitches. What's his face?
Yeah, the leader of the Torah gang?
Yeah.
Torah something?
I think he was always there, I think.
No, he was a new character in this season. Because that gang wasn't part of the first season. The first season was the yellow scarves, the blue whatever, and the dollars. The blue squares.
The
yellow
Crystal
scarves,
Bloods and
the
the
crystal
Dollars.
bloods and the tricks. But I mean, it's a great show. I love it. I'll never stop watching Durarara.
It's a good show, but I mean,
It's
like,
got a very good feel to it.
it makes me question how much I like the first season, because the first season didn't really have any direction either, which has never really been the calling card of the show. It just kind of jumps around whatever it is, It jumps around like kind of events that are kind of related to other people, and that's how the wheel and spoke thing comes in.
But I think season 1, what really did it for me more is that show had much more suspense to it, I believe.
True.
I was looking forward to the next episode, like, oh man, like, what's going to happen? I didn't really have that with this season. This season was almost like Durarara slice of life to me, with like a gang warfare.
A lot of the main characters you liked before, like Ami's great characters, you guys put to the sides.
Ami's
big
great.
giant fucking hoodie.
The fucking
huge-ass breasts.
the otaku van people, the 4 people.
Awesome.
They finally see her using her Saika. They're like, "Are you a fucking hot cosplay chick?" She's like, "No."
She needs to use Saika more. Forget she has some kind of weird demon sword in her skin.
That's her thing, yeah.
And Silty's a fucking weird like Dullahan like Irish old demon thing.
It's a town of fucking weirdos, and that's the fucking charm.
That's why it's the best anime town of all time. But I feel like it's weaker, and like I don't know what it's gonna do. It's probably a good thing, but it just kind of does what it does.
Well, they're getting the second half of the second season, but it's definitely not going to touch on what they did this season. It's going to touch on I think they hinted at the end of the season. I can't remember though.
A giant gang war again.
I don't know. I mean, Kida Masumi, he didn't really.
He was
show
like
up
a
much.
narrator.
He narrated and like sat with his girlfriend in his house all day.
Didn't do anything.
But I think he'll have a bigger
Why
part
didn't
next
they
season.
last time? Because like he just wanted to get out of the gang.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like the weird forum chat thing throws me off all the
I
time.
love that.
It goes too fast for me to understand what's going on. But this is doing what Dura does, which I don't know if that's gonna work now.
I think the Russians
Like-
got a lot more in it.
Yeah, I mean, like that kind of thing has a shelf life.
Do you know there's a lot of Dura novels? A lot.
Yeah, but it's like.
They can make a lot more.
But the thing is, like,
seasons.
would you like? How much is too much Dura? That's the question to me.
It's not there yet.
I think it's getting there.
I could keep watching.
I think 24 is perfect. I think like 48, like to 60 some is too much.
Well, I don't know.
With a sword,
We'll
this is a
see.
show that has no point to it really besides just this city.
We'll see how long it decides to go.
Okay, I give it a B plus. It's still Dura Robin's good, but it's kind of
All
went
right.
a little bit.
Go Princess Precure.
Time to talk about my favorite show.
Hold on,
Isuka, yeah, Matt.
Isuka.
Gross.
Let me tell you, it's like I'm saying one thing.
Yeah.
I've seen 2 episodes of Isuka.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it.
Why?
But
Oh,
man,
don't do that.
the monsters, they suck the energy out of people, and when they do, they're just orgasming the entire time.
Man.
So
That's the
Testament.
show.
Isuka's stupid.
Well, keep going. JoJo's.
JoJo, no, Kimiyo, nah, Boken, Stardust Crusaders, Egypt 10.
Close enough.
Yeah.
It
has some good points to it.
This is the worst season so far, but it's still a great show.
The gambler stuff was awesome.
So you like season 1 better? With
Okay,
Jonathan.
second half of season 1, like all of Joseph.
No. I'm just talking about like the first arc, like Jonathan. Did you like
Jonathan was good.
arc better than this one?
Yeah, but Jonathan's arc only lasts like 8 episodes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like the show's still great. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying relative to all the other arcs, it's the worst. To me, Joseph's arc, the latter half of season 1 was unbeatable. Like that was just the greatest. But yeah, that's all. I don't have much to say about this. Gamblers are great.
This was a year in Egypt. We're trying to find Dio, but we can't find Dio. But we're gonna fight.
Yeah, Dio.
I was these last couple episodes. I
Awesome.
thought were, what were they? No, were they have to beat Whole Horse again?
No, didn't care for that.
That was dumb.
But the gambler arc though was the best arc of that entire.
Oh, the Gambler arc was like
Incredible.
literally the best part of the show.
When he couldn't say call and his hair turned white and
Yeah.
he lost his mind, that was awesome. It was great. That arc was great, but like the rest of the show was like alright. I thought the manga part was kind of awesome in a really weird, twisted way.
I liked when what's her name? What's her bitch face? Magnets.
Oh, Bastet, I think.
That one was cool. I like that
The
one.
dog is a dick, and that's kind of funny sometimes.
The dog hasn't done anything useful at all. This entire
Aside
time.
from the desert like fight, yeah, the dog's been pretty useless.
No, but it wasn't even intentional. He was just there, and Jotaro's just like summoned his thing. And he's like, "Get over here!"
No, because the dog jumped up the car before the stuff came out, so
Yeah.
he knew he'd sense it. And what's this? Jotaro, right?
Jotaro.
Joe knew.
Joe.
Joe knew
Joe.
his ability. So like it has good points to it, and it's like here's the thing: JoJo's as a whole is one of the best animes ever made. It's just always on. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Most is having like a semi-seizure over there.
Okay, I'm only on episode 14 out of 60 something, so I'll just be quiet.
Everybody agree, disagree?
I think it's one of the best fighting animes ever made. Like I said, the only problem with the current season is I feel like they're kind of doing it in a joking manner. Because, all of Stardust Crusaders, the first 24 of
Great.
Jotaro,
It's great.
was really good. They actually fought their enemies and actually figured out ways of beating them. Then they get to Egypt, and I think they kind of wanted to take like a relaxing break between like serious and serious, which is Dio's final
Dio,
showdown.
right.
So they're kind of just these like almost joking kind of enemies in a way, where these enemies either piece themselves out, or like they beat them in some fucking dumbass way.
Well,
Like the child, or
The shouting guy?
which one?
like the
Brother
manga
combo.
the one
Oh.
they literally just piece themselves out. They
That
never
was funny.
fight.
It's funny though.
Like
That one. Oh, and the guy with the summons the gun that controls where the shit
well,
goes.
that's Whole Horse.
This whole
Yeah.
horse.
I'm talking about previous when the manga brothers first showed up.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah,
Well-
they never fought. He literally killed himself in a 4K
Oh yeah,
manner.
that was when he disguised himself to make himself look like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was
I mean, the baby arc, the thing where he turns into a child, was stupid. Because JoJo's just like, I'm a kid, but I'm still powerful. Dead, done.
That's kind of funny.
Like it's
was
all
funny.
just it's silly. It's silly, and I think JoJo's is better as like a awesome action-y, like wham punchy kind of show.
But the thing is, like, this studio is following the original manga, like,
Oh yeah, for
to
sure.
a T. So
it's not the studio's fault.
Right, they're just doing what the original source material does. So I can't. But yeah, I mean, it's not as
Just
good.
blame the writer, not the studio.
Exactly.
But it's still, I still think it's entertaining to watch though. It's something I still look forward to every week. So it's not bad. Like we still have like 12 more episodes to go. But as it stands right now, it's like an A-.
They need to get to Dio like soon.
The thing is, like, no show does what JoJo just does as good as they do in the style they do. It's a unique show, and
sure.
it's excellent. So I give it an A-.
I give this last season. I give that arc in particular like a B+.
Okay. Next we have
Matt. Okay, next show is going to be pretty much all me. Junketsu no Maria, or Maria the Virgin Witch. I fucking
Getting a big
love
thing out of
this
virginity in that
show so much.
Is it if she loses her virginity, she loses her power?
I'm sorry, what?
I love this show.
Like, I think like okay, so there's
On
like a
10
world
No,
different levels.
I need to address that. If she has sex, she becomes weak. Did I get that?
She loses her witch powers if she has sex.
From what I gathered,
So every
So-
bitch is a virgin?
No. It's just her. So basically, here's the story of this show. Maria is this fucking awesome blonde hair, blue eyes, Nazi.
I love her hair.
She's awesome. This show has very interesting art. It's more roundy than most anime. It's got a very unique style. But basically, she hates conflict. She literally hates it. Any sort of conflict, battles, anything. So England and France are constantly trying to fight each other. So every time they do, she comes in and summons giant monsters and shit and says, "Stop, fuck you all." And she like scares them away and everyone. And they all run. And she's like, "Aha, fuck you all." So they'll blow them away, take all the weapons and shit. So the Archangel Michael, from the Bible, the one you're familiar with, Moses, he comes down and says, "Hey, Maria, stop meddling in human affairs. Don't use your powers this way. You're just supposed to let them do their own thing. We don't, us omnipotent beings aren't supposed to be doing that." She's like, "Well, if they keep fighting, I'm going to keep fucking with them." And he's like, "Hey, well, I want to fucking kill you then." And she's like, blah, 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 blah. Joseph, this guy, is like trying to help her out. And he's like, "Okay, you know what? I'll give you an ultimatum then. I'll let you go for now, but I'm going to put a curse on you. And if you lose your virginity, you'll lose all your powers. Your witch powers."
This is important because there's like an underlying like Catholic Christianity like theme going on in the show.
Does she have a love interest?
Yes.
I don't want to watch it.
Well, Joseph kind of falls in love with her, but
Joseph
she doesn't
Joestar.
really give a shit until like the last 2 episodes, kind of. And then she's like,
She kind of gives
she
a shit.
kind of gives, yeah, no, she gives a shit. I'm sorry, she gives.
Yeah.
But I mean, she has these 2 owls or familiars.
They're also
and-
succubi.
One of them's a succubus, one of them's an incubus.
Fucking shit. Every night.
Artemis,
It's
she sends
awesome.
them out to like have sex with like guys to like influence the
No,
decisions
high-ranking
in war.
guys. High-ranking guys.
High-ranking guys. And then she creates a dude, but she doesn't know what a penis looks like, so she can't create genital
And then
But
she
since
sees
he's
one.
an incubus, all he wants to do is fuck people, but he can't because he isn't.
I'm confused. Is this a comedy?
A little
It
bit.
is a comedy and a romance and a drama and an everything.
The best part of that show that I saw was when like Artemis, what's the other succubus name?
Priapus.
Priapus and Maria got thrown into that room with that guy.
Yeah.
And he took his pants off.
Well, no, he's like,
And then Maria like summoned a giant fucking snake to get out of there. And Artemis like, "Oh, is that big, huh?"
Wow.
Awesome. Artemis is fucking incredible character.
Artemis is great.
She become home like, "Man, I'm so sore. God damn, I fucked like 8 guys last night. It was fucking worse."
No, yeah, she keeps saying these things, and Maria's like, "I don't get it. Why is your mouth sore?"
No, Artemis is fucking great. But like the whole church thing just did not resonate with me at all.
I love religious tones in media. It's something I've always enjoyed. And this show really, like,
It's art.
basically there's a bishop and then his the
His-
guy who's like training.
his sex partner.
What's it called?
Sex partner?
What's it? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, don't bother.
So basically, like, the bishop is kind of getting like slowly influenced by Maria's like words and actions, and it kind of like it's trying to reform the church, but he eventually gets turned to dust by Archangel Michael.
Wow.
And like the kid and the guy is like diehard Christian. Like nothing's gonna stop his faith in God, and so he just wants like fuck witches, fuck all the witches, kill them all, whatever. But I mean, I love.
I'm from the Vatican, and I say kill them all.
This show was my favorite new show of this season, and I only gave it a.
Of
Numerical,
the
what would you
7
give?
episodes I saw, I give it
9.
a B-.
Nothing got a 10 this season, except for continuing stuff. But no, this is my favorite new show of this season.
It was interesting.
What about Fafnir? You know the
Go kill
show's...
yourself.
It was an interesting show. I don't really regret. What happened at the end? Just tell me what happened at the end. I'm not gonna finish it.
I mean, so basically, you see the guy in the army, Galfa, or
Yeah.
whatever? Did you see the part where he fights Joseph to the death or whatever?
No, I didn't see that part.
Okay, he loses his arm,
Yeah.
and so he gets this like weird like contraption for an arm. He can't control it. He has to like tune levers and shit, like hold swords
Fucking
and everything.
steampunk shit.
But basically, they fight in a church, and then Maria comes in and like fuck you all, but she almost gets burned at the stake, and then Joseph finally. No, this is a great scene. Joseph is like complaining about himself, and Maria is just trying to like egg him on to like confess to her. Like she's like wanting him to confess to her, but he's just like, I'm a loser, I'm a failure, everything. Artemis and Prius are sitting there like, Maria, this guy's the most annoying jerk face in the fuck. How do you like him? And then Maria just goes, bitch. She's like blah 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 blah. He's like, oh okay, I love you. Let's go and live together. She's like, yes. And they fly up and they fucking like have God, and then yeah, the end, you know.
Yeah, there's no power to have sex. So it's
Basically,
not
she loses her power at the end.
Okay, cool.
But
Yeah, I didn't miss much then.
it was great.
It was funny to show them that though.
It was a very entertaining show. I loved it. It really it was a very personal bias thing more than anything for this show.
Okay, so Fafnir's
Yeah.
a no, right?
No, I watched Fafnir.
Okay,
I watched all of Fafnir.
God,
Boy, let me tell you about this show.
Don't tell me about it.
Boy, let me tell you about this
So
show.
Fafnir.
Let me tell you about this show.
Fafnir is a
alright.
mix.
No, this show is hilarious in one way.
It's bad.
Everyone with
Oh, the dragons, right?
Yeah,
the
everyone with
dragons.
powers is called a D.
The D.
So they got the dragons looking for their Ds.
What
and
the fuck?
And the
Are
thing
you
is, like,
serious?
okay, let me try to recall.
And the main guy is the only male D. And
It's
he's
like
trying to
Infinite-
get with his Ds.
It's like Infinite Stratos crossed with Camphor, but
No.
you don't change.
No, it is what it is. Blade Dance Elementars mixed with Mahou Senso. That's exactly
And
what
Infinite
it is.
Stratos. Infinite Stratos is like
I didn't watch that one.
He was the only guy who could go Stratos. Other people were
Blade Dance Elementars.
Shut up. Better show.
This
no.
sounds awful.
I knew it was anime
Wasn't
because
great.
the first scene of the anime was the guy walked on the beach and the girl bathing in the sea, and she lost her mind.
Aren't they 16?
And then
I don't fucking know,
and
they
then
probably
next,
are.
They're older than
in the back.
Kuroko.
5 minutes later, she loved him.
What?
Oh, every girl on that show, because that's what the show's all
Turn the
about.
fucking light
love
off. What do you mean light on fire?
But no. Okay. Basically,
This is a bad show.
and every D, so every girl who's a D, and then there's a main one guy who's a D. Now, the point is, these dragons will show up, and they'll look for their one D. But every D has a tattoo on them. And if the D goes...
Mark, not tattoo.
If the dragon is trying to find their D, that D's tattoo will light up.
Yeah.
And so they gotta make sure the dragon doesn't get close enough to her, or else she'll turn into a female dragon,
And they have to kill her.
they'll fuck, and then do something.
And they have to kill the dragon to put them down. Yeah.
They gotta kill the dragon, but there's an organization that will try and kill the girl who's lit up, you know, if the dragon gets too close.
Mike,
the
how
main
much of
guy,
this did you watch?
Episode like 4.
the main guy,
I watched 3.
This sounds
the
so
main guy
awful.
tries, every time a dragon gets too close, the main guy tries to stop the organization from killing the girl they're trying to kill. And then, but it's such a stupid show. So basically, he's getting powers from some like ancient dragon. And like, fuck it, who cares? The price is clearly his memories because, you know, it's gotta be sad or something. But his power is always the same thing. He summons this gigantic fucking laser cannon out of fucking nowhere and then starts like fueling memories into it. And then he like blasts the dragon and it's dead.
Also, there's more than one kind of dragon. There's like different color dragons, which is great.
Well, every dragon is
Matt,
different. They all
I
have
guarantee you, Blade Dance is better. I would rather have
Go
finished
fuck
all
yourself.
of
This show is.
Are you
This
serious?
show's like a 5.
Moses, this show had the D's!
And the D's,
God.
and it's like a 5.
And they
So-
kind of played off as like a magical girl thing because they all try to like transform when they're about to use their dark matter. It's all
But
dark
it's
matter.
also kind of like freezing too, where they're kind of training to fight these things.
Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing's like
Unless they become them. Yeah, it's like that.
It's really funny because they'll transform, but they won't change in their appearance. All
Well,
that happens is like they glow white, and then the white starts like going into their hand. But so it looks like they're like losing clothing, but they're not actually doing shit. And then they're just wearing the same thing. It's really hard.
But
to
the weapons they use are different.
It's really
They use the explanation for the weapons is the stupidest thing. They're like the creators of the show was like it'd be cool if they held weapons like magical girls, but in order we gotta like justify it. So they say like it's better for these girls to have like some sort of weapon they feel like they can concentrate on when they use their powers, or else their powers just go berserk. It's like bullshit, whatever. This show's like a fucking C-.
On the 3 episodes I saw, it's a D.
It's a generic show that has some kind of funny dumb moments, but
No, not really.
so.
There was one cool part is that the enemy chick, she could just snap her fingers and fire would explode. It was great.
So Mustang, got it. They just steal. This was
Fuck Moses! God damn it!
That's great.
Oh.
Collection.
Okay, wait no, Kurt. Oh yeah, Concept Collection.
I was gonna say nobody watched Kami-sama Hajime Mashita. Because fuck.
Whew, okay, Concept Collection.
That show is popular as fuck though.
Collection. Oh, cool. Let's use
Okay,
that.
so-
I fucking love Kami-sama like a motherfucker.
For the less than 50 people that are gonna listen to this, if you're a fan of this, whatever. I mean, that's you. But for anybody whether it's you or somebody you know that puts this in the top 3 of the season, or even worse, calls it the best show of the season, you can
Help them.
You can go fuck yourself.
Help them. No, help them.
And then if it's somebody that
They
you
can
know,
be redeemed, Matthew.
you can tell them to go fuck themselves and to go watch actually good anime.
Like Outmaster.
Because
Or Rolling Girls.
Rolling Girls.
Look, let me tell you, there's an Idolmaster season this season. I watched Contact Collection like 10 times over before I watched fucking
alright,
Idolmaster.
alright.
now, don't get me wrong, the show is not terrible. I thought it was alright, but
I enjoyed it.
It's dumb.
it's for all these fanatics that want to put it in the...
play the Japanese game because they're weeaboos.
Okay, so what's the show about?
Okay, hold on.
Did you watch Chipotle?
You're not ready for this shit,
Damn it.
Moses.
Moses.
You ain't ready.
Okay, I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
You know how in Magical Girl shows they reuse the transformation scene a lot?
You mean Sailor Moon?
Like a lot of these shows, like the Magical Girl transformation is a big thing about it.
Yeah.
But it gets really redundant. You don't care about seeing it a lot, like
Yeah.
later on. This show, when they like were about to deploy and they're like quote unquote what I call Magical Girl transformations, when they like equip all the guns on them, was really fucking cool, and they only did it in episode 1, and I got angry at that. I wanted that because I want to see all the different characters get equipped.
Zoids is like that in this lot, but you watch Zoids.
Zoids, there we go, Zoids.
Yeah.
This show is about these girls are all like they have names that are related to the names of Japanese
Naval battleships.
naval ships.
And they are actual ships, too, by the
And
way.
so basically, they like. I have to show you something. I don't know, but like they have like guns strapped to them, like on their arms and like
No,
their
here's
waist
the
and
thing.
everything, and they like ski on the water.
No,
and, like,
Moses.
pew-
Well, yeah, what is the purpose of the show?
to beat the bad
To
guys.
fight the bad guys.
What bad guys?
The ones that are just there.
The bad guys.
There's-
The guys who are bad.
The
There's
guys who are bad.
Is it like Cross Angie, like bad guys just show up, they
American
kill them, and then they
Naval
go back to
Force.
sleep?
The thing is, Cross Angie actually explores the bad guys. They don't explore the bad
No,
guys.
no,
in the
no, no,
show.
no. I'm talking about the first like 5 episodes of Cross Angie where there's dragons coming, kill the dragons, go back, go to
Yes.
sleep. Sounds like that.
Except
Moses.
sometimes they go after the bad guys in this one.
Moses, when they're walking around, they're like regular girls. But when it's time to fight, they're like girls, but they're actually anthropomorphic ships.
Girls in Pouncers?
No, they're actual ships.
See, the girls
wait,
don't
wait,
turn
wait,
into
wait.
tanks and girls on
Like,
Wait, no.
Moses, like their butts are their sterns, and their fronts are like their backs.
They don't actually transform.
No,
No,
but
they're just like, God damn it.
imagine like a
Turn
ship
your
that's a
fucking
girl.
iPad on and just like open a scene or something. Like,
It's-
there's gotta be a fight scene.
It's hard.
somewhere.
I'll explain. We'll show them after this portion.
Okay.
But basically, they can equip with different guns as if they were ships, and instead of like sailing along, they're skiing on the water. And they fire the guns from like their arms they had got equipped to them.
Like, for instance, the air cruisers are girls with bow and arrows, and then they shoot the bow, and then it goes out and turns into planes.
Planes.
It's great.
So she's
You mean-
she's a aircraft carrier.
Cruisers are fast, light anti-air
So
ships.
she's a carrier. She's a carrier.
Yeah, you mean aircraft carriers.
Was this on Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just ignored it for 12 weeks.
Do you know why Crunchyroll couldn't afford Kirko season 3? Because they put all their money to make sure they got this, because this was the moneymaker. I'm going to say one thing about the show, though, as well.
Yeah.
This was the best-looking Dio Media show I've ever seen that studio do.
It looked really good.
They really knew that the fucking, like, the mantle, they had to take up the mantle for the show. It was their responsibility. Like, they said, we're going to do it. We'll take responsibility for doing the most popular fucking thing in Japan.
Also, Kami subs were fucking on point, where that one time that girl was like, the bunk. So there's a scene where there's bunk beds, right? This girl, like, pops her head up. She's on top bunk. She pops her head down to talk to her. So she's upside down, and the sub's upside down, too.
It was great.
It was pretty good.
Kind of funny.
But there's this mascot character called Shishimikaze, who, her character design, he's like a really slender, petite girl with a mini skirt and thong and bunny ears and like a vest.
A thong.
And she sucks really bad.
I hate her.
She's like the worst.
And I told myself when the show started, I said, if this character is a big part of the show, it's going to really bring it down for me. And luckily, she was not a big part of the show.
From what I saw anyway.
Thank God, because if you ever find porn of this, it's probably...
It's all her! It's all her.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like all these girls don't take baths to go to like into like maintenance. But the girls.
They spend a lot of time in the hot tub if they get damaged.
Yeah. It's a fucking weird show.
It's a very entertaining show.
I don't get it. I don't want to get
it.
it. I'm fine where I am.
So what'd you give it?
Nah.
Like
I didn't.
No, what did you give it?
Nah, nothing.
He didn't.
I gave it my time.
I mean,
Too much of it.
I'll give the show a B, but I'm just saying it doesn't make it.
It looks real good. It has a fucking fantastic opening, and that's about.
I'll give it a B+.
That's really. It is not a top anything.
By the way, shout outs to Poi. Fuck you, Matt.
No.
Fuck you, Matt.
Fuck out of here.
Poi. That show was great, Poi.
God, I fucking hate you.
All right, let's pause this for a second. Let's show Moses a show.
Contact Collection.
All right, now that we've finished enlightening Moses on Contact Collection, we're gonna move
That was
on to
Gourmet Girl Graffiti.
Kofuku Graffiti.
AKA food porn.
Shaft show that I found boring as fuck.
It was, but it was interesting still.
I like the
Looked
show.
good. Fucking don't.
I mean,
care,
I
though.
stopped it. I'm on episode 8 and I just dropped it.
Yeah, they're cooking, man.
This
the
show
point
made
of the show
me-
is food tastes better. Make it with people you love.
See, the reason I dropped it is for the same reason I dropped Sonico. There was going to be no progression. I just dropped it.
Yeah, man.
Wait, no. They get into the same high school last episode.
Okay, cool. So let's watch the last episode. Got it. Watch episode 1 and episode 12.
But they
You're
did
good.
have a cool, awesome show song they played that was pretty cool, did they?
You talking about comparison to
See,
Sonico?
Sonic was better.
This show, okay, first of all, Rio, the main chick, is like the ultimate waifu ever made.
She's the best wife.
She's great.
And
Like,
she
actual wife
actually
has
gains weight at the last episode. She's like, I can't fit in my skirt. I love this
If you
show.
cook so much, it's gonna happen, bro.
I like the girl purple hair. I don't remember her name, but she's like, yeah, I can wash dishes with 45% accuracy.
That's okay. That's a good line.
Did you get to Sheena's maid, Tsuruko-san?
The maid? You mean
The one who was like the
one
ultimate cook or whatever?
The one that confused with their mom. That was
Yeah.
her mom. Yeah, I got there.
Like, I mean, Shaft shows a lot of times are just character-based shows. Doing
And a lot of
fuck
different
nothing.
hard camera cuts, but didn't change here.
But I mean,
And head flicking.
I enjoyed this.
Head tilting, not flipping.
How
Tilting.
good? How good were the scenes when they're eating slowly and
Awesome.
sensually?
Fucking awesome. But you
Up
can't make a show on
close.
that though.
But they
You
did,
can't put a show on
and
that.
it was fine.
They did, but you can't do that.
But I mean, I got so hungry watching them eat. some
No,
of
no.
these
It
things.
is the best anime food porn ever made.
And one of the only food. food.
No, some shows have like weird, like longing, like such on anime food. Sometimes depends on the show.
I love the opening.
Opening is something else,
My favorite opening.
but it's boring as fuck.
But here's the thing. Everything we just said is pretty much the whole show.
Yeah.
Because there's no substance to the show.
Yeah.
Besides, the girl in purple wants to live with that girl because she can cook a lot, and she's too lazy to cook and clean. And
Right.
then that's the whole show.
Yeah.
But Moses, last episode, she moves in because they're going to the same high school.
So with the parents like, you know what? You can, instead of staying in a 2-home family, just go with this girl that doesn't have any parents living with her. Just live with her.
Yep.
Anime.
Oh wait, did you get to the part where their neighbor below them orders pizza constantly?
No, I did not.
What'd you give this show?
It was. I give it a B.
B minus. No. B minus, C plus, somewhere between there. I don't know.
Okay, next we have Kuroko no
Yo!
Basketball Season 3.
The most realistic basketball ever made.
I I heard.
You're not getting like that.
I heard this is what basketball is usually
You're
like.
not getting me like that. I'm not gonna.
You know what? They haven't went in the zone yet. That's kind of weird.
God, thank God.
Oh, it's coming.
I was half expecting that to come, but it never did.
So this season they played against a criminal, and then they played against Kisei, and that was it, right?
Well,
yeah.
Midoriyama played against Emperor.
Oh, and Akashi.
He played against a Sharingan.
And the Emperor Aya.
No, Sharingan. It's a Sharingan. We're gonna call it what it is.
Sharingan.
Man, episode 1 fucked me real bad.
Episode 1 was the best
Fucked
episode of
me
the season.
real bad.
Where they
They
acknowledge
acknowledge the dumb bullshit in that show. Where did you get this fucking your eagle eye? How'd that come about?
Oh, well,
I was like, oh no.
Eagle Eye is really popular in Norway. I mean, everyone in Norway.
I was like, oh no, they're actually believing this bullshit.
Everyone in Norway can do the Eagle Eye.
God.
Show's still great.
That made me like the show less overall.
I still give the show an A-.
This show.
No, it's not an A-.
This
Yes,
show
it
is.
is.
This
No,
show
it is not.
This show is an A.
Fuck that.
I
fuck
love
you.
this
Fuck
show.
all
Thank
you
you.
fuckers. Okay.
Mike, what do you give it, Mike? I'd like to know.
I give it like a B-.
Well, you're a piece of shit.
I mean, like, fuck.
Okay, who should
A lot of things to me think about playing some fucking basketball. Not by this 1-on-1 and 1. We're the same team. We're not really a team, though. Bullshit. Fucking when he, like, when I'm reading Remo would go right into his shooting form. Guy would throw it right in his hands as he shoot it.
Hot. It was awesome.
My only thing I don't like about this, I started to realize I kind of didn't like, is I think it was like three weeks ago where they had the guy from the bench play for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Their other team has not ever played, ever. I would like to see them play. I mean, I get they're not as good, but like that other guy did turn the tide of the game. He really did help.
I mean,
I would like to see the other people play.
this show would okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, this show would have to be like Ace of Diamond, like number of episodes, in order to like show something like that.
Okay, they had 3 episodes for 1 quarter. I think they could do that. There was an episode for like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
37.
God.
37 seconds. B.
It's gonna get more stupid. I'm not ready for this shit.
Oh, you didn't, I told you what my friend said, right? Where he was like, hey, how far are you in Kirkos in the anime? I'm like, oh, we're on blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, you haven't seen like the Super Saiyan version of Zone yet.
Can't wait.
What?
He's reading the manga. He's reading the manga. He's like, you haven't seen the Super Saiyan version of the Zone yet. I'm like, I want to get there.
Fuck me. The guy scared gonna turn fucking yellow and stay on the
He's like, no. He'll be like, wait, I'm Kisei now.
And that will be the day I drop that fucking show. That'll be the day.
Oh, God.
God damn it. Show got worse.
No,
Show
It's
got
awesome.
worse.
Okay, but you can't tell me that last game wasn't great. I mean, I know I'm biased because Kisei is like
He's
the
a
best
fucking
character.
dumb motherfucker.
Kisei
I
is
mean,
the
Mike.
greatest character.
The good thing about that game is that they didn't beat Kisei.
No.
They kind of like worked around him and beat his team. And I think that was a lot better than just being like, we found a way of overpowering Kisei because bullshit.
And I like the fact that they saw through Phantom Shot because that shot made no fucking
So
sense.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I want to see now Kisei at full strength, like not injured, against Akashi's team.
I know. 'cause
I want
he's
to see
gonna-
Almeida against Akashi.
You know, here's the thing. Even though Kisei is a monster, he can still trip. I feel like Amino will still just make him trip. Oh, not Amino.
Akashi.
Yeah, I feel like he still make him
Couldn't
trip.
Kisei make Akashi trip?
No, because you can see that shit coming.
Then that means Kisei can also see it coming.
What? Fuck this show. Okay. Rolling Girls.
No.
I wanted to love Rolling Girls so
Show
much.
sucks.
I wanted to, but I don't get it. The
That
show's
opening
so
was
weird.
cool.
Except
I wanted
for
Attack on
The
Titan.
fucking
version
opening fucking episode was great. They fucking fight and Matcha Green.
Hell's Wit
Did it
Studio.
wasn't it Brian?
That's the Attack on Titan studio.
Really?
yeah.
And the current Awareness Rough studio. And the,
Was
That
it cool
one show.
thing? Like, wasn't like there was a fall
and
of Earth
Hoseki no
and-
Reitetsu.
Yeah.
What is up?
Whew, God.
Now,
Great Tokyo War divides like Japan into different districts, and that was kind of awesome. And they had to fight over them.
Yeah, but
Then I lost
still,
track of
they're
everything
like,
back.
yeah, but except for the fact that I think it was Brian that said it, or this show is like, okay, so
It's
This is-
Kill la Kill, but not nearly as good.
this
as Kill
is
la Kill.
yeah. That's one of the problems that I'm seeing with studios in general. As of
it doesn't
late,
even like tickle Kill and Kill.
It
Like
doesn't.
you can't even say
No,
that. You can't
but-
put these in the same
It
sentence.
wants to be Kill la Kill.
It's
but you know they're trying to.
It wants to be Kill la Kill.
it's like
See, this is what I hate.
that's
though.
still insulting to Kill and Kill.
Exactly. No, this is why I'm saying No, this is why I'm saying I'm getting a little irritated at all these studios that are taking elements from like one thing that's successful that another studio did. They're trying to incorporate
That's
it
anime.
in their
That's
own
how
show.
anime works. That's how fucking any industry in the world works.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
Mike,
See
that's
the top dog
media.
is try to do what they do to get better.
Except
It's media.
Mike, pre 2010, like anime never did this.
Yeah, I bet
bullshit.
you fucking did. I bet you fucking
Not
did.
that I ever
Sailor
saw.
Moon, I'm sure every fucking show after that had fucking every anime that had mental girls had cool mental girl things.
Because
And mascot characters were animals that
By
were
the
like cats and
way,
dogs.
real quickly, so I watched Sailor Moon Crystal
Damn it!
today.
Yeah.
Let me just say something.
Okay.
I am
First off, why?
I'm half convinced that Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon just had sex, and I don't know if that's supposed to be
That's
real or
illegal. That's actually illegal.
not. Right?
He's 21, she's 14.
I'm pretty sure I just saw her and him on a bed, and I'm like, wait, what?
That's illegal in many states.
Anyways, going back to
And
Rolling,
countries.
But not Japan.
Yeah, Japan is legal.
going back to Rolling Girls.
Prefecture law overstates national law. Okay?
Why do you know this? Why do you in America need to know this?
We had a weird discussion 3 years ago.
Rolling Girls. Okay, I
don't
couldn't
know.
watch past 1.5 episodes yet.
Yeah, whatever. Second up.
All right, Sainai Hira no Surai Takata.
A1.
Who watched this?
I
I
did.
did.
Me.
Okay.
So aside from like typical bullshit archetypes and like two characters that didn't suck.
So Kato was great.
Kato was
I
awesome.
love Kato.
But she was way too patient for that kind of dumb bullshit he was pulling.
Yeah.
Any woman who was like worth their salt would have like not talked to him ever again if he was too weird.
It was pretty generic.
Wait a second.
Overall.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. So this show played on generic tropes at the beginning of the show.
I had a big problem so long.
And it caught itself, like, it did it itself, but also said about how stupid it was as it was doing it.
And
as, like, a
what-
self-referencing comedy.
Yeah, and the way I saw it is all you're doing is pointing out the own flaws in your show.
Well, see, I was okay with it because I didn't think they were going to keep doing it. Then they kept doing it. And I'm like, now it's just getting really, like, you know.
So let me clarify this.
stupid.
He wanted to make an arrow gay because he wanted to make an arrow gay?
He wanted to debut in the arrow game making world of
Why?
Arrow
Because
because
he
he's
likes
a
arrow games
fucking
a lot?
otaku. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I mean,
And one
he wanted to make the arrow game for the same reason an artist wants to make a band. Same thing.
and they had one girl who's like a national winning author.
Yeah, he had a very popular artist and,
And a
author.
popular artist who just draws smut was good for her. I liked how the part when they're the author and the main guy were like in a hotel room and the author's manager left them there
Yeah.
and they both took like showers. They spent all night discussing scenarios.
Yep.
Oh, that was great.
That's pretty funny.
The show has some decent scenes.
Though childhood friend though kind of sucks. I didn't like her very much.
What, the red-haired girl?
No,
No, the blonde.
blonde hair girl.
Oh yeah. She
I like the part in episode 0 where she was discussing like trying to get in the head of a childhood friend, and they just walked off while she was doing this whole weird like instructive diatribe about it. Episode 0 is great, man, but the rest of that show's not that great.
I think the last episode of the show is probably the best episode of the show.
Cousin wanted to fuck her cousin.
That cousin
She wanted
could not
the
keep
dick.
those legs.
She wanted. She's like just showing him the fucking goods the entire time.
That was the best character.
She could have done a lot better.
No,
She
Kanto
would
was,
have been
but
in that
yeah.
show, which she was fine in that show. The red hair girl was fucking useless. What the fuck she did in that fucking show? for?
I loved her name, Kasume Gaoka. Like, man, that is a name.
And then like he was helping her with her Comiket thing, and childhood friend was like, "What? I want you to pay attention to me, fuck
God, that was the worst part of that
Fuck
show.
her."
God. And then they have the entire episode
Episode about like this
making
misunderstanding.
it up. And then he like bitches at her about shit, and she's just like, she gets like fucking like NTR'd into like making up with him through his abuse to her. And I'm like,
She was unreasonable, getting mad about him because he was helping her friend out. He was helping a friend out with a booth, and she was becoming a jealous bitch. That's not cool.
that show was that was a real bad scene. That was a really bad episode. Like,
It's like, hey, I don't hate you. Don't get mad 'cause I'm not fucking you right now because I'm busy helping my friend with her booth. Okay? Chill out.
It was definitely the weakest.
No,
episode.
she was mad at because he was not fucking her at that moment because he was helping his friend with the Comcast booth. That is jealous bullshit.
yeah.
She has a reason to get mad at him about that.
But
I give this show a C.
the funniest scene to me was at the last episode when he's helping his childhood friend like have his debut, their debut
With the
band live, and she finds out that her band the entire time was an anime song cover band, and she's like, I don't even like anime.
Did it sing Got Only Knows?
No, they sang the
opening to Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
the Gurren Lagann opening, but like
If it was Got Only Knows, it'd been a lot better.
he's like he gives them like the cat Nekomimi maid outfits or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, we didn't want to tell you because you were so into the music, but you were actually singing anime music.
How
the
long
entire
was she
time.
mounting him in that thing? For like a good minute straight, right? No, the main memory I have of this show is episode 0, when they were hanging out by the lake.
Yeah.
He tells her to knock it off, but she falls on him. She's like, knock what? Knock boots? I'm like, oh, she just couldn't want to fuck her cousin.
Yeah.
Then caught up by like, hey, what's going on, guys? Just kind of chilling there? Okay. God, this show's so weird.
If Kato was on that show, it'd been a whole pointless.
Yeah.
I go B minus.
Nah, let's see. I can't get down with B minus.
That's about what I give it.
So.
I mean, it was just kind of there overall,
yeah,
looking back on it.
That show's whatever.
Alright.
Alright,
Moses, shut up! Alright, this is Seiken Sky no World Break. Or World Break something fucking whatever.
It
World
made
Break.
Fafnir look interesting.
No! This show... Okay, out of Absolute Duo, World Break, Unlimited Fafnir, Isuka, and Testament...
The worst
and
shows
Testament.
of the season.
Yeah, no, they're the 5 action ecchi shows. That's what they're categorized. It's the 5
The worst shows of the season.
the 5 shit shows. Out of the 5 shit shows, this was the best shit show.
This was the less shitty shit.
Out of the fail 5.
Out of the fail 5, this was the best. This guy... Wow, what the hell? This guy... Unlike most male leads, if there's a girl down with him, he was down with her. And I think that alone was great. God damn it.
What is he doing now?
But the funny thing...
Oh my God.
The whole point of the show is that these people have these magical powers, because why not? And
Don't they use their memories?
And what happens is that they are reincarnations of previous people with powers. So they remember the memories of their previous
It's
lives.
kind of like Nobunaga the Nobunaga.
I did not watch that.
Nobunaga? You mean
Nobunaga, yeah.
Nobunaga?
That was also false. Wasn't that also spring 2014?
No, it was winter. Well, it's about like
It was 24 episodes.
They remembered
24
the
episodes.
memories of the person through the weapon they were having.
How much of that crap did you watch?
Like 3 episodes.
Very similar. So they work on building their powers through what they remember from their previous lives. Now, the main guy, he actually had 2 previous lives. He had memories of 2 people in the past. And so he could use both like light and dark arts. But here's the part I just love about this show, I don't know why. In order to do spells, they like write essays in the air. So they'd be like, right! And they would just say shit for like 5 minutes straight. And then they would cast a spell. This show was entertaining as fuck. I enjoyed this show. And every time the main character needed to get stronger, you know how, like, you know, some characters just do it through willpower and shonen's like, I must be stronger, so I'll be fucking stronger. He literally will come to the situation and be like, he'd be like, I remember! And then he could do something new, like a new powerful battle. This guy got stronger. Like, his increase of strength was so much faster than like almost any fucking shonen I've ever seen. Like by episode 3,
seen Dragon Ball Z.
By episode 3, he was like on par with the strongest people in the world. He just went from there. But
God, I'm glad I stopped this show.
No, I enjoyed it. The girls are funny. The pink haired like childhood friend, aka her previous life was the sister of the guy, but she's currently not the sister. And I guess as a sister, she loved him in the previous life, but she's like, now it's okay that I love you because I'm not your sister.
See,
but I still love you.
If I watch an action show, I want it to be a good one. I don't want to waste my time with
This one's okay, Moses.
Okay isn't good enough.
You know what? It was at least as good as that last show we just talked about.
What was the last show we just talked about?
Saying I hear. Alright, it was. not bad.
Except that's not saying.
Also, there's this like blonde girl that like lets him use her as a hug pillow. It's kind of funny.
It's kind of cool.
But
I might have that.
no, he just keeps remembering, and then he just gets strong.
Well, speaking of girls' lights get used, in that show we're going to talk about does a lot of that.
What are we gonna do?
Let me hold on. I give that a B-.
Okay.
Because it was not that bad.
Next, we have
Testament?
Moso, which going to
Samurai Warriors, just play the game, you're good.
Okay.
Go on.
We have
Testament of little sister.
Shinmai Maho no Hyakusha. It's
This
Testament of the Devil's Sister.
That's Testament, yeah.
this is like the it's not
Here's what happened. There were 3 developers. One wanted to make a harem show. One wanted to make a battle anime. And one wanted to make a hentai. So they're like, let's put all 3 in there. Fuck it, let's do all 3. And this is literally what we got.
You literally see cum.
You don't see cum.
Yes, you do.
You see
This aired on
you see the
public television.
You see the cum stain on the carpet.
No,
Same
he's
thing.
cleaning out the towel and there's water.
It's not cum, that's pee, that's different.
She came.
How do you know it wasn't pee?
Maybe it was cum and pee.
Wait, that was episode like 2. Blu-rays. You have to.
I don't
Fuck! I do have the Blu-rays. Shit.
I don't think girls cum liquid. I think it's actually pee. I don't want to get into it. It's weird. But I'm just saying.
Okay, so this
Basically-
red-haired girl, she's a princess of a demon lord, right?
Yeah.
And why does she go to Earth again?
I think they're trying to usurp her father, or they killed their father, and she's trying to
She's
save.
already, her father's already dead, and she's trying to reclaim her throne.
Yeah, but also Maria's trying to save her to keep her safe.
Wait, who's
They're trying to establish.
Maria is her succubus.
wait, what's her name?
Not Maria.
What is her name? Let's go find out what her name is.
The thing is, like, I watched 5 episodes. I'm gonna finish it someday, but I watched 5 episodes so far, and like, they were trying to take over that house because they were on good terms. They were on good terms with his father's like old clan or something.
Mio was in
That's right.
Remember, the father was part of like a clan before.
The Hero Clan.
Yeah.
The
The
Hero
Hero
Clan.
Clan knows they exist, and they weren't gonna fuck with her or something because she was like not evil or something.
Yeah, she wasn't a threat yet.
But she was trying to take over the control of her father's
Yeah.
kingdom, and she needed a place in the human world to do that. And so she, she tries to like befriend the guy or whatever, and then like at the end of the episode, she's like,
Well, no,
now
the thing
get
is,
out,
episode
I'm gonna
one-
kill you."
The guy says you're getting a little sister.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
thought that he's...
no, they were trying to brainwash those two. The dad was playing along.
Yeah, yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
And of course, like, he says, I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm like, she's going to be in the bathroom, isn't she? And she's in the bathroom when she walks in there. So I'm like, well, okay, this is what
Of
it's going to be
course,
about.
you know.
Oh, my. It's
So
insane.
that love pact though. So
So, in order for the guy who's going to protect her now, for her to see where she's at all times, they create a pact.
Mhm.
But the pact is through succubus magic, who Maria is a succubus. So every now and then, her emotions will flare up, and she'll have all this pent-up frustration.
frustration. That's right.
I'm sorry. Magical energy.
She'll have pent-up quad.
And the only way to get the magical energy is to
To release it.
It's to have her come.
Oh,
Have an
God.
orgasm.
He must have her come.
So he massages her breasts to give her an orgasm, which that's pretty impressive. I want to do that.
Oh,
He did a lot more than that. I'm sorry. Did you see the shower scene? Did you not see that?
It was a lot of. It was her breasts. What else was it?
The shower scene
Yeah.
where they're in the shower and then
Yeah.
Was that in the first 5 episodes?
Oh right.
No, it wasn't.
Oh right.
It was
She
like episode
washes him with her breast too.
and he started sucking on them.
Alrighty. Blu-rays, here I come.
Remember that part?
It got to the
and then
point where
he
there was
passes
so
out.
many chibis. They got so tired of using black.
That was good censorship though.
They got so tired of using black
There
bars.
was Ruben. The censorship was like Mio was like I should be a Mio like with her arms crossed doing this.
They got
Across the
really
breast.
creative with those censors.
Or no, Maria. It was Maria like holding a video camera over them. She also had a video camera them too. It was a funny thing. She was trying to, cause she wanted to fuck.
And
Like, people to fuck.
Like
She's a
Maria.
succubus. She wants to fuck. That's what she
Maria
says.
recorded like all of that,
Yeah.
and then she put on like a 4K TV. She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch this in 4K."
Did she really? Oh my god. Did they actually say 4K? Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to this show now.
the story means nothing. Because the point is,
What
hey,
story?
also, there's a childhood friend who happens to be part of the hero clan.
Oh, that girl.
Yuki, right?
Did you meet the girl with blue hair yet?
Yeah,
Yuki.
yeah. She showed
So she wants a pact too. So she has to get a pact with him too.
So he massages her butt. His orgasm massages her butt.
And then the second was like, okay, we can do this pact the right way because he missed the first. I was like, no, I want the way Mio got it.
No, but the best part, no. The best part about the first pact was that it wasn't the guy. It wasn't the guy cleaning up the puddle. It was Maria, and the guy had his face in his hands the entire time. And she was like, "Oh, I never seen you using this or heal someone like that." He just didn't say anything. He just said, "I keep having his face in his hands."
Like it's not.
And Maria, of course, passed out because you know.
It's gotten to the point like where he like releases her so much. He's like, okay, you did it really good. Let's take you to the other room.
Yeah.
Good job.
It became a routine.
So, did they touch on the plot ever, or no?
What plot are we talking about?
This demon thing, and
Did she regain her dad's kingdom?
Mia gets kidnapped by a demon. They go save her, but the guy tries to fight the demon, but the demon gets better of him. But then Mio's like, "Don't fight him. I love him." And then she gets really strong. She almost kills the demon guy. The demon guy almost gets killed again. And then they get into a monster, and then the monster's belly, and then they get the monster. And then the Franken's mom shows up, and they leave. And then the guy and the girl almost have sex, and they don't. They're like gonna fuck, but then Yuki shows up saying, "Hey, no."
I swear to God they have already.
Fuck me instead.
I swear to God they have.
Nah, man, it was all birth massages.
Gosh. And then Yuki wants the D so bad. It's not like I haven't seen it this bad in a long time.
I give it.
It is like Enju in Black Bullet. Like she really wants the D.
I give the show a D+.
This show is like a D, just a solid
Yeah.
The one Yuki wants.
Here's the thing. This show is fucking trash, but it's really kind of entertaining in a really fucked up way.
D. It is entertaining. It is.
But like the people, Ruben, who are fucking mad over the fucking censorship, go watch hentai. Let's go watch that.
No, Blu-rays.
Yeah, no, hentai. That's what they have more. They do more than that.
I can do both.
Whatever.
If you go to Anime News Network, I'm pretty sure this show's not tagged as hentai.
It might as well be.
It kind of should be. Like this
There's
is
a lot of breasts. There's like, I'm pretty sure you had a wet dream. I'm positive.
like this is like almost worse than Queensblade because Queensblade does it like nonchalantly. They just like input breasts in here. This is part of the plot.
All up in the breasts.
That's like a part of the story.
He's like all up in the breasts.
Queensblade is also not hentai.
Yeah, let me look at the right places. Maybe.
What's next?
What is next? I lost track of whatever was going on because.
Are we doing
man,
continuations
there's
after?
a lot of liquid in that show. Boy.
Nothing.
Shonen Hollywood's a no.
Oh wait, I think Matt watched
Exodus.
Sokyu no Fafnir?
No, I did. Well, I watched episode 1, had no idea what was going on, realized that the animation was incredibly dated, and then I said, fuck that.
Alright, then I'm going to talk about
Milky
Milky Holmes.
Go
Boy.
How many seasons is there now?
Okay, so we have Milky Holmes season 1, 2, and then the OVA that actually makes sense.
Okay.
And then they have the spin-off season where it's about 2 other people that aren't part of Milky Holmes. And then in this season, they all come together, but the show's still fucking retarded.
Is there the guy with the spinning nipples?
Wait. Is this show just chibi Sherlock Holmes?
It's not even fucking Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, is there still the class?
Sure.
Wait, is that what it's called, Milky Holmes?
Her name's Sherlock Holmes, and this is not Milky
It's
Holmes.
just- it's-
Her great grandfather is supposed to be Milky Holmes. That's like or Sherlock. Fuck. Sherlock Holmes. Like,
Is there still the principal who's the cat burglar?
Is it?
she shows up like once.
Is it episodic? Like
And
every-
no one else
still
shows
have
up
the
yet.
minions with the guy who's the spinning nipples?
No, like they don't even show up. That's one of the worst
Aw.
parts.
Wait, so is it episodic? Like every episode's a case?
No.
There's no
God, no.
cases.
Wait, what?
Okay, here's what. Let me tell you. The first 2 seasons have the same plot. Is that all detectives in this world have a power.
Toy.
And they call it a toy. And they
No.
helps them solve their case.
I thought
By-
it was chibi Sherlock Holmes. I was gonna be down.
No, not even. Then, but then like there's like the bad people who try. It doesn't matter. So like, they don't think they have powers, but they do, and then they use them, but they're like, I don't have my power.
But it's like Kirko's. I mean, Eagle Eye isn't really real, but you know.
It's so fucking weird. God, I hate this show.
But it makes so much money.
I don't know how. I give this show. What's the lowest grade I've given so far? Alno Zero. No, it's worse than Alno Zero.
Or emails, like your lowest grade.
No, for what I've said so far today.
Okay.
What was Alno Zero? I think. Was it
a D minus, D plus, D plus, D plus,
T plus?
Yeah.
Then this is a D minus.
Okay. All right.
Awful.
Sweet.
Like I just have to keep watching it because I've seen all the Milky Holmes.
Idolmaster?
Yeah, I want to talk about this.
Gross.
I have watched Idolmaster Season 1, I've watched the movie, and I watched this, and let me tell you, Idolmaster is just all the same shit. They're like, oh, we gotta go perform, we finally got our fucking chance to perform.
Fake producer song, producer song.
Okay, oh, you know what? I'm too scared, and this isn't, I can't do it, I can't fucking do this, I'm too
Look
scared.
at my awesome chipmunk.
Oh god, I'm a chipmunk, and, thanks to those words of encouragement, I can perform now.
So is Love Live.
No.
No.
How dare you.
Get the fuck out, Moses.
Do you want me to put... Here's the problem with with Idolmaster as a whole, is they try and get these different
But they're
characters-
ready. Aren't they ready? I keep saying that they're ready.
Ready to go like Testament?
Yeah.
Testament's ready to go.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Get a towel ready. Yeah, they're ready.
They try and make these different like personalities with their quirks for every little character because there's so many of them. They're all so obnoxious. I hate these
Hippie the
characters.
chipmunk. Another girl has like a doll because she's...
You do realize this has nothing to do with those characters.
I had no idea. What this was.
Literally,
Okay.
none of those characters even show up.
Alright, okay. Well,
I don't know what to say. I mean, if you like Idolmaster, then you're probably already watching this.
no,
If
one of
you
these
don't,
chicks
then-
looks very similar.
Probably they ran out of fucking character designs.
I don't see Hibiki though.
This cool, yeah, she's not there. The coolest character in this show is like the Russian chick because she barely speaks Japanese.
She the one like with the gray hair here? I can't tell.
The upper left.
Upper left?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Alright.
that's her. Yep, that show's not good.
What do you give it?
Boy, was that
Is
better
it better
than
than
Milky
Holmes?
Yeah, I'd rather watch it with Milky Holmes.
So Out of No Zero's your baseline here?
Almost Zero's my shit baseline. Let's just give Idolmaster a D. So we go D minus, D, and then D plus for Almost Zero.
Okay. Tokyo Ghoul Route A.
Whew.
Man.
I want to hear Matt's opinion on this.
So, I found this show to be incredibly boring. I can't. Was there more action in this season than the last season?
Are you like hyper breaking that chair?
I can't remember.
Impossible.
But either way,
The thing is, like, there was overall, I think, more action, but the in between was somehow shittier than the first season.
well, let me tell you this: I did not look forward to each episode, and why? Oh my god! Like Ryan, I'm sorry if you ever listen to this. Like, I cannot get behind why you love this show so much. It's not good.
The last 5 minutes of season 1 were outstanding. And it didn't leverage any of that at all.
Well,
from what I saw.
they deviated from the manga, which whatever. I don't even care about that. I'm fine with it. But
Do you know how they did?
what do you mean?
Like, do you know how they deviated? Like, where they deviated and when they deviated and what they changed?
Like everything in season 1 was the manga.
Man.
Okay.
Okay.
Episode 1 of season 2 completely different.
Okay.
But
So it's filler.
the problem. The problem.
So you could have a new season 3, be the actual what happened in the real
Okay,
manga.
so the problem that I had with this season is that they brought
W Root B.
oh God. They brought in a bunch of like other characters that came out of nowhere that had no backstory. They didn't explain.
But really cool masks, though.
They didn't explain anything.
Were they from the manga?
I don't know. I didn't read the manga, so. But they brought in a bunch of them, like all in the like first half, and I couldn't, for the life of me, remember like who was who or who was doing what their names were, or what division they were from, and I didn't give a shit. I think that was the biggest problem is I just didn't care because by the time I got halfway through the show, I'm like, this is going to get 2 points less than the first season, which
That's impressive.
already wasn't even that
That first
good.
season was garbage.
That's the sad part. Is like the first season was better than this season.
I gave the first season.
Like, the last 5 minutes of first season 1 was fucking incredible. And I thought it'd be more of that, but it was not.
The thing about the first season had more interesting bad guys in my opinion. And
the Gourmet.
And I think like Mato and Amon,
Mm-hmm.
they were like Mato was cool.
I'm almost great.
Amon was cool. Like, I mean the Gourmet, whatever. Some of the other people they fought, but there was so much angst in this season. And having them everyone like separated was just really stupid. God, it was dumb. It's hard to explain this show actually. Like hard to talk about it.
I've heard really bad things about Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. Like, I've never heard anyone say, like, that was a really good
The
show.
opening's garbage for one.
The opening is terrible.
Yeah,
Season
I
1's
saw
opening was the best opening that year.
I saw a meme of how bad that opening was. They made memes of it. It was kind of
Really?
funny.
Oh,
They're like, Parasite, you think this show's going to be weird, but, you know, the show in the opening's great. Tokyo Ghoul, you think the show's going to be great, the show in the opening are terrible.
But
well,
let's see here. Mato's daughter became an investigator in this season. Was Amon's next partner, and they kind of like fell in love.
She was a
but
good
not
character
really.
from what I saw.
Yeah. The big twist was that like the entire time they're trying to figure out who the owl was,
Yeah.
and the owl ends up being the old guy at the cafe, the coffee shop they'll work at. But that doesn't make sense because he couldn't have been. They kill him, and they're like, "We got him," and then another owl appears and drags his corpse away. And that's the one-eyed owl, the one they were actually searching for, but they didn't know they were searching for.
Find out in Season 3.
That was his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, daughter. Daughter or granddaughter, one of the two. And she's like the one who's like the author, and like she's always wrapped up in bandages. I don't know if you got that for her. But she like kind of saves his corpse, but I don't think he lives. And the show was really a mess. It was just a mess.
This show sounds outstanding.
there was a lot of shit that just didn't really make sense to me. Like how the last episode they made it about how like first of all like his friend just comes out from the very beginning. Like the main dude's like best friend that always hung out with him, like somehow is now with the whatever that organization is, the CCG or whatever the fuck they're called. And then he gets hit somehow by somebody else. He gets owned and he dies. And then they drag out like him carrying his friend, like his just dead body. And then the only conversation they had was basically, "I knew all along that you were a ghoul."
And that was the best part. Like that was like one of the things you've been waiting for a long time, and like you knew that he knew Kaneki was a ghoul because back when he was like injured in the first season, but he was actually awake and listening to him the entire time. But
It's so
like,
dumb though, because they waited till the last episode to do it, and they dragged out that scene for half the episode, and then like
that was an awkward scene.
well, and then he just like walks through like all of them, and then he's just like not even giving a shit. So I'm just like, well,
He walks up to the new person who fights with a briefcase, whatever they're called again, I forget. Like pigeons or something. Doves.
With Dove's Cry.
The doves. The new dove who just is like unbeatable against a ghoul. And he shows up 2 episodes before the end. I think that show's going to get another season, and I'm not looking forward to it.
But you'll watch it.
But I will watch it.
unfortunately,
Where's Podaka Box for our really dumb fucking
Oh,
combat shit?
dude.
Podaka Box, what's it
No,
called?
the problem is Gainax made it. I don't know if they have the money to make more.
They're making a show next season.
Yeah,
After
it's
that,
not
in
Podaka
summer.
Box. Wait, was I give Tokyo Ghoul a...
that's like a C minus.
So, wait, hold on. Before you give it,
C-.
are you saying this show's better than All No Zero?
Season 2, yes.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I don't think so.
It's
I would
not-
much rather
Christ,
watch All No Zero.
I would watch Tokyo
Jesus
Ghoul
fucking
Route A over
Christ.
All No Zero Season 2.
No,
God,
not me.
You're so salty about this. Why?
It's rough. It's rough times,
See, Mo,
man.
that's the thing. Like it
It's like the Great Depression all over
like
again.
he personally just got bothered more by some of the dumb shit they did than we did most. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'd much rather watch All No Zero than I'd watch it over Absolute Duo, and I'd
watch it over most of the season.
I would watch it
still.
over Tokyo Ghoul for sure.
Damn right.
So far, I'd watched it over 2 shows.
God.
Did you watch? I think Mac, you watched some Yoru no Yaruman.
I love so one. episode 1 was great. Then it fucking became weird, dumb Sentai bullshit.
Yeah, the
That
show
I
is.
lost my mind
See, that's
over.
why that the funny thing is that
It's the hipster pick this season.
it
without a doubt.
is, and no, the reason why, and I didn't even have to watch the show to know this because Spatafor and Oda were the ones who blew.
Oda
it.
loves that shit.
Well,
That's everybody's
Yatterman is a Sentai, like, yeah, I know it's Tatsunoko Sentai thing. Like, I already knew it was going to be Sentai.
Yeah.
I had no, I didn't care to watch
Episode 1 was great. Everything else I don't care
No,
for.
because I knew that I wasn't gonna watch it because I'm like, nope, that's not my thing.
Anyways, there's one more.
It's really not.
Let's go see.
It's the Yurikuma Arashi.
Is that it? Is that? Yeah, that's it.
Have fun. Have fun.
All right. Let me put on a break here. Okay. All right. Yuri Kumarashi.
Gross.
Fucking gay bear storm. Okay. The first episode of this show came out,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" And I know Mike likes to watch the first episode of just about everything to like
Most
dip
things.
his feet in the water. And I didn't think this was going to be any exception because Silverlink is a studio that did, Norrin.
Norrin's so good!
But, boy, no one watched this but me. No one.
I didn't say a fucking thing about it.
And this show is fucking weird. This is... Okay. So...
Okay.
So... All of a sudden, one day, bears all around the world started wanting to eat girls.
Oh, this show.
And so eventually they had to cut off the bear world from... I don't know why there's ever a bear world, but now humans and bears are cut off by a giant wall. But... Spoiler, it's not that it matters. The main girl had a bear friend before the Great Severance. And that bear wants to come back and be friends with her again. But every time a bear comes in, they have to shoot them, or else they'll kill them. So, clearly everyone in the show is I could go on for like an hour about this show. Okay, how do I make this shorter than I need? So, you remember Another?
Oh, yes.
You know how they ignored people in Another in order to fulfill the curse or whatever?
Right.
Did you watch Another?
Yeah.
Okay, so in this show, if you're a lesbian, you get treated as like that kind of outcast. You're the evil.
Oh, so that's like a commentary on homosexual relations in the world right now.
So
This show's
basically,
deep.
they outcast the main girl and her gay lover. But there's two. The bears were able to get the power to transform into humans. So 4 bears infiltrated the school.
Is this a harem?
No. 2 of the bears came because one of those 2 bears wanted to be friends with the main girl again because she was in love with her before as a bear. Another girl came in, my favorite character. I don't know why she was there, but she's my favorite character. She was just like trying to kill everyone or something. And then I don't know. The principal was a bear. No one knew it. The principal was in love with the main girl's mother, but the main girl's mother gave birth to the main girl and no longer loved the principal. So the principal got angry, turned into a bear, and ate her. I don't know how she became a human in the first place, but let's go beyond that. That just makes no sense. So...
Does it explain why the opening shows girls sucking each other's toes? Because...
So... Hold on. Maybe I can explain this somehow. So, when a bear wants to eat a girl, they have to get approval from the bear court.
Okay.
So they get magically transported to bear court, and these 3 guy bears, the only male bears, they all say the same fucking thing. They're like, that's sexy, and that's cool, and that's cute, and okay, you can eat the girl now.
God, stop!
And then
stop!
That's where like the honey and like the toe sucking and everything shows up. And then like a Lily, because Lily sounds like Yuri, which is
That didn't explain why it showed up!
No, go on, please.
And then the Lily like sprouts out of them, and then they eat the person.
What?
And then they die. So the girlfriend of the main girl got eaten by my favorite. No, wait. No, this show's really confusing for being so shallow. By the way.
Please.
So am I supposed to take this seriously?
No.
Okay, does the show take itself seriously?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Guys, let's stop.
The
Please.
thing is, like, as I'm watching it, like, I wasn't not enjoying it. Because, okay, I need to show you this, Moses. Actually, I'll show you too after we take a break here. But the bears and they transform into humans and they speaking well in Japanese or whatever, like human talk. They say "gao gao" at the end of their sentences, and no one pays attention to this.
I think it's so better.
And then there's parts where the bears are going to eat the humans, and so the human will turn into a bear, and it says "Kumashak,
Kumashak.
Kumashak," and then they'll go like, it's really funny. The show is actually, I gotta show it to you.
Oh my god.
That. In just terms of entertainment level, that was like a B-. Maybe even a B.
Sounds so stupid.
It was so incredibly stupid. I do not know who wrote this shit, and it was fine.
It sounds so dumb.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording so I can
You
show
made
Moses.
Tales of Graces sound like a masterpiece.
Moses, okay, before I stop the recording for a break,
Okay,
Moses,
yeah.
before I stop the recording for a break, I'm gonna put this on record, is that, along with Full Metal Panic, I kind of want you to watch this show when I watch Yu Yu Hakusho. I want to talk to someone about this show. I need to talk to someone.
I did say you can add 2 more shows. So
Yes!
Just to be that other show.
Full Metal Panic and
I
Yuri
guess.
Kamarashi. Moses, to be fair, there's guns in the show.
Because
They shoot the bears.
Because I'm watching Black Lagoon. I'm gonna finish that. There's Full Metal Panic. This we can add 1 more show if you want.
All right.
So
I'll keep that.
let's try to make it good shows.
I'll keep that favor behind.
Because I'm giving you a masterpiece and you're giving me this.
Hey, I'm already giving you Full Metal Panic. That's a masterpiece. All right. Pause this.
You're diluting it.
Okay. Are we doing military?
Military.
So military was an anime that was not drawn in high definition.
No, not.
That thing Crunchyroll's like 720p. I'm like, that's like 360p. Let's be fair.
It's about this guy's father went to sell like some. He's Iron Man to sell some stuff, and he got roped into some kind of weird military conflict. And he became so good that he was afraid that they started targeting his family. So he sent these 2 military people, little girl military people, to go protect him. Drive a fucking tank through his house.
And then the assassin with the drill hair.
I think his name Sakharov. Sakharov.
I can't remember shit for the names.
Sakharov comes by to kill him as an assassin, and they get into a fight in the living room. Like she has this weird minigun thing. And one of the girls,
watch this?
and one
I
of the,
saw, like,
one of the
3
girls,
episodes.
it's like a gun porn fiend. So he's like, "Oh, that fucking military gun, can I have it?" Give him a, think about it. And then this other girl, and then they blow her away to this neighbor who takes her into her care.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Sakura thing is, she mails herself to him so she can kill him. So he finds her in a box.
Right.
This show's stupid and great.
It was funny. Except for that one episode where the guy is having the most biggest pedo moment of his life. That was
and
awkward as fuck.
they suffocate this one military guy and make him their dogs. He lives out in a doghouse.
That's the guy though who had a really awkward episode.
Yeah, man.
And then there's the older guy with the eye patch or whatever who's constantly trying to get with the mother or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's just getting rejected every way. Boy, this show lasted 20 minutes, right?
This show's
Wait, they were 5 minutes long.
2 minute long.
I think they were 5 minutes long.
You're 2 minute long.
Is every short
It was more than 2 minutes.
The ending was a minute and 30, and the show's like a minute and a half.
No, not every short's a comedy.
It seems like it.
Pupa.
Most of them are.
Koopa is.
Don't have to bring up bad memories.
Oh, you have the Blu-rays for that.
We should watch that at some point.
I watched it already. I'll never watch it again. It was weird.
Oh.
No, I give the show a solid B. It was funny. I really enjoyed it.
B is good so far, yeah.
Better than All No Zero.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, I agree. Better than Kurokos.
Whoa.
God.
Yeah.
What did I give Kurokos?
An A.
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, I gave it A minus. Oh, don't scare me. Okay. Yeah, it was A minus. Okay, we're good.
I gave it an A.
Yeah, and Mike is a little bitch, so.
Okay, Mike, please. The iPad list
For
thing.
what?
Are we on movies or something? I don't know.
Movies
Oh,
doesn't
no?
matter?
Fuck. Was that the only short?
That was only short.
Okay.
So,
Okay, next one. Tsukumonogatari.
Tsukumonogatari. I watched that about 6 hours ago.
It was probably one of
It was really awkward to me. Dude spent 10 minutes on an alarm clock for no reason.
Yeah. What I loved about that, I'm just gonna call it an episode. What I loved about that
Let's go to arc.
arc. What I loved about
That
that
arc
arc-isode is the defining traits of
Araki.
the
show?
the turquoise hair girl, the main character.
Fuck.
Gaian's like doll.
I know her name.
Yo
It starts with a Y.
Yusuke. Fuck, now look it up.
Yosuke?
Yusuke.
That doesn't sound right.
I'm pretty positive.
Yotsugi?
I'll look it up.
She always says the whole with a posed look thing.
She doesn't anymore.
But the thing is,
she says, "Yay!"
yeah. But they brought it around full circle at the end of that arc-isode when she does it right at the end.
No, the guy requests it.
And it's great because she does
He's like,
it.
"All right, unlimited rule book." I said with a posed look, and
said-
kills him. Awesome.
I love that because she, like, Aragi's like trying to do like all this roundabout shit, and he's like, "Don't kill him," and then she's just, fuck it,
Nah.
kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. It was good. I don't think it was the strongest of Monogatari's.
It was not. It was
Not by
season two, second season.
Not even.
Oh,
the
second
best
season
one.
was amazing.
So the
Second
best enemies
season
ever made.
and first season. Okay.
Yotsugi Ononoki.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was that he was becoming a vampire because he couldn't see himself in reflection. He was in the bath with that bath scene. Fuck, man.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Nuts. And then basically he'd been using his vampire powers. How's he using vampire powers so much? Like, what's he doing besides regenerating?
Regenerate.
I guess he's regenerating.
Just like mostly, yeah.
Is he the main character of every Gatari?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah, except Kambadu's arc.
Kanbaru's arc
Was
being a better arc than this.
Yes,
Right.
I agree.
By far.
That was Hanamogatari.
And pretty much like he needed their help, and like fucking Gaian sent him a text saying, "Hey, you can meet these people here." He didn't even tell her anything. I love how Yotsugi was just sitting in that fucking UFO catcher. And he took him like 17 tries to get her,
Yeah.
and she's like, "It took too long." And he looks under his skirt, and he just chops him in the face.
Yeah.
Fucking my favorite part of that entire thing was when after Karen had jumped out the window to go run in the winter, no less. He's stuck in the Tsuki. He's doing the hand movements from her opening scene the entire time as he did it, and that was just fucking magical.
I love that they have their old hair back.
Well, they really don't. Like Tsuki's hair just keeps getting longer and longer.
Yeah, but I think it was.
No, he got a haircut.
In second season, everyone had reverse hair. If they had long hair, they had short hair. If they had short hair, they had long hair. In second season,
Well, Karen still had short hair. Because she cut her hair off with her keys that one time.
Karen always had short hair.
No, she had long
She had
hair
long
and
hair.
she had long hair and
Except-
Nisa Monogatari.
Or
Is Sengoku in this season?
Like for about 3 minutes.
Then I don't want to watch.
Yeah.
no. Wait, was it Monogatari's second season, or was it Nisa Monogatari where everyone's hair was reversed?
Monogatari second season when it's reversed.
Okay, she had long hair then.
Hanakawa and Shinigahara has short hair. Kambaru has longer hair.
Yeah.
Tsukihime
Karen has
still has
short
short
hair.
hair. No, Tsukihi has long hair. And Monogatari's second season. She has short hair in Nisa Monogatari.
Ruben, I think the moral is just way too many fucking guitars.
No, there's not enough. We need more of
Maybe
them.
more. We literally have not gotten Kizumonogatari yet. That's
No.
what they've been talking about for like 3 years.
That's the origin of the whole show.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that for a while.
Fuck. So wait, Karen originally
Had longer hair.
had long. Fuck. Okay, so I like Tsukihi's hair long though. I think that's what I remember liking.
It's still long.
long hair a lot.
It's still long. It's longer. She hasn't cut
Then
it.
it was shorter than before.
It was
'cause
shorter in
reversed.
Nisa Monogatari.
It had to be reversed. Okay.
Yeah, short Nisa Monogatari. Nisa Monogatari grow.
Anyways, back to the story itself.
Basically,
It was good.
Shinobu's kind of helping him out, but not kind of just kind of being there too. He's not gonna do much in that show.
Wait, is there stories? I thought it was just like episodic arc-solving things. There really is actual stories to this?
Kind of, sorta.
Yeah,
well, like I said, it all intertwines.
It intertwines.
By the way, this takes place after Monogatari's second season, right?
Yes.
So that means frickin' Kaiki's,
Kaiki's back.
But he can't be. He was back in Hanamonogatari, right?
Which was a sequel to Monogatari.
I don't think it was.
It was.
Because he can't be alive. He's dead.
No,
so I think Hanamonogatari took place before Sugahara's arc.
No, it couldn't have. It couldn't have because I remember they're talking about how Aragi and Sugahara already graduated.
They graduated at the end of second season, though.
Right.
But not
and that was noted in Hanamonogatari. This is after. It keeps going after.
Then how is he alive?
They never explained that part. He should be dead, but he's not. So
I mean, I guess if a kid stabs you, they don't have enough force to do it the whole way, right?
So he hit him over the head with something.
I'm pretty sure he stabbed.
He didn't stab him.
Pretty sure. Okay, well, if he only hit him on the head, then he's not going to be dead.
I thought he got there's a lot of blood though.
I thought he got straight up stabbed.
No, he didn't get stabbed. He didn't get stabbed.
Well, I love how Guyan stands on top of Yotsuki's head the entire fucking episode.
It's not Guyan. That's the other girl.
Izu. Oh wait, no, it's Guyan's
niece or
niece.
No, Guyan's niece is Kamado. So is Guyan's cousin.
Right, so who's Yotsuki's master then in this?
Let me go find her name. Real quick.
God, it's gonna bug me.
Otsuru.
The fuck?
Yep.
Give me another name.
No, this is a girl. Hold up, let me.
Does she have another name, like a last name or something? Because that's not ever right.
Let me bring her up. There we go. This is the girl.
Yeah.
Otsuru.
Oh, Kaganui.
Kaganui.
Okay. Fucking. That's right. She's part of the same thing that the first season's dude.
Yeah.
Oshino.
Oshino.
Okay. So here's what I'm really looking forward to in the show going forward. They showed that like fucking black-eyed bitch with like the really like.
She's been there since the second season.
She's the one that they kind of hinted at the whole reason, the thing that was chasing
Mayoi
Mayoi.
Mayoi.
Yeah. She was the cause of that, which means she's creating problems.
Right.
But
she's been around that entire season, but she's just out there. In the
but she's just kind of like chilling.
I think she's a god or the god. That's what I think happened.
She's something like that.
Yeah. But I mean, like the whole thing was that he's becoming a vampire, stopped becoming a vampire, become being no broken. That's the entire arc about it. And then like he sends Tsukiji and Kara off to Kamari's place, so the house is fine, but then they get kidnapped by another specialist. Mm-hmm. He gets pieced out unceremoniously by Yotsuki.
And that guy is not a part of the whole, I guess,
that was our
professional
first time seeing him. Yeah.
Right. He's not a part of that same organization that Kaganui and Oshino and Guyan are a part of.
Right.
He's like the outcast.
Right.
So he's like, oh, well, Aragi's showing some, symptoms.
Signs. Got to put him down.
Let's go fuck with him.
But he got fucked real bad. And then pretty much that was to make him dislike Yotsuki, more or less. But then Kara and Tsukiji buy her from the usual catcher again, and they'll know that he's a girl. And then it's Valentine's Day, and Sugahara gets that dick, or that's what that's implied. Because he's like,
great ending.
Here's what happens. So pretty much he goes to her place.
Well,
you're not gonna watch it, right? Doesn't matter.
I'm going to watch it.
Not.
Yeah, okay, fine. I won't watch it.
No, watch it!
No.
I'm gonna watch that for spinning thing and don't watch anything else.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
I got that. Ruben. Okay, but except that hour and a half thing to get that one scene at the very end.
Wait, what?
Except for that hour and a half arc to get through that one Sugahara scene at the very end.
Will I watch it?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to watch all of it.
Okay.
I really will.
That's a good scene. It's a good scene. When she starts like putting her hair back, I'm like, yeah, okay. But excellent. I mean,
I'm listening to all of this because it sounds so convoluted. I won't remember any of this.
The writing was really, I think it was more pieced. It didn't really come back around to me, like how Monogatari did.
The only thing that came around was the whole saying of Yotsuki, like her little phrase. Besides that, nothing really came around.
What I said with the pose look.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
What I can't remember is how he came to the realization that even though they were at Kambaru's house, that they were in danger still.
Yeah, I don't.
Was it because
it was he grabbed those crates?
Was it that he realized that he knew Kambaru was the niece of Guyan, and so that maybe he would go to her house?
Right.
Was that it?
He knew that.
He's like, well, shit. They should have just stayed at my house then.
Yeah, he knew that.
But he was under a curse. He could not touch the ground.
Yeah, it was weird.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't get it. It was more confusing than usual.
It was quite confusing.
I still give it an A.
I don't understand why
Of course you do.
he had that curse on him, but just how it played out in the dialogue itself, of course it gives it an A-.
I mean, Hamangatari is better. Because it came back around eventually. This didn't come back around. Might come back around in the future, maybe. But right now it does not.
Good, might.
So how many guitars are there? Like 8?
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Monogatari.
Bakemonogatari.
Bakemonogatari. Nisa Monogatari.
Kuromonogatari.
Oh yeah, sorry. Kuromonogatari.
Nisa Monogatari.
Nisa Monogatari.
Monogatari.
No. It goes Nisa Monogatari, then Kuromonogatari.
Okay.
Because part black or part white or whatever
Okay.
is the beginning of Monogatari's second season.
Okay, let's leave race out of this. Come on.
So Bake, Nisei, Kuro.
Second season.
Second season.
Yeah.
Hana.
Suki.
Finally it happened. He fell over. Need help? I was waiting on it.
This chair
Wait, you
fucked me.
forgot? Wait,
I asked
are
you, do you want to sit in
forgetting,
this couch? You said
This
no,
chair
I'm
kind of
fine.
fucked
Are you
me,
forgetting,
and I spilled my
Necro
drink.
Monogatari?
I'm sorry.
God damn it. Go get it.
I know. I'll get the paper towel real quick.
Was
Okay.
it four-
Oh wait, it was Neko Monogatari Kuro.
Try to look under the
Because there were 2 parts to it.
I think it's under the cabinet over there.
Wait, what
Behind
did
you.
he spell something?
He must have. I can't see from here.
Yeah, no.
The lower one, yeah.
It was Neko Monogatari, not Kuro Monogatari.
It's none under there? Okay, look in my room. There should be one on the little bit on the counter. I need to buy some.
Like I knew that name didn't sound right, so
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
wait
not
a
Kuro
minute.
Monogatari. It's Neko Monogatari Kuro.
I call it Kuro.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna break it real quick as we.
I'm hungry as fuck, by the way.
All right.
Wait, she got
So now you have a banana.
I have a banana. I have 3 bananas
You
actually.
have 3 bananas.
Surviving here.
Next up is Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso, or Your Lie in April.
Wow.
Man,
I'm gonna let Mike have the helm first.
that show started off really slow in the beginning. What? Fucking 6 months ago. 24
Yeah.
weeks. 6 months of my life watching that show. All of our lives. And there was always one constant in that show, and that was Kaori was so incredible, and so that's when she carried that show by herself.
I always forget. Kaoru or Kaori?
I think it's Kaori. Let me double check that.
I think it's Kaoru.
I don't think it's Kaoru. Is it Kaoru? Maybe Kaoru.
You
Oh, I'm sorry. Her name's Kairi.
Yokai.
Let's go find out. As we stop the complete momentum of this podcast as well. Search. Here. Her name is Kairi. No, Kaori. Kaori. Yeah. She was always a constant in this show. No matter how bitchy main guy was being, sometimes rightly so, sometimes not. Kairi was always great. And as you're correct, she had this kind of weird illness where she wanted to go into surgery, which was like 100 shot. She was going to come out alive. And final episode, the guy has performance while she's in surgery, and he's some kind of weird like mental dream where she's there playing with him. Outstanding, a really artistic marvel, and then she's gone, and then that's it. He realizes she's died, and next scene is he's at his grave, and her parents are thanking him for making her life full. And fuck me, man, that hit me real hard. Like I knew it was coming. But I was holding out hope it was not happening. But fuck me, it did, and like I was legitimately bummed out. I was bummed.
So shallow observations first.
Yep.
Fuck them for changing the first opening because that was an amazing song.
I didn't give a fuck about the opening.
And the second opening sucks so much dick. But anyways, on to real observations. Here's the 2 biggest
Kosei got better.
Here's a flaw. The first half of that show, like you said, was Kosei a lot of bitching. And they drilled his angsty history and his traumatic
And metaphors
mental
and
issues
all that
and
shit
metaphors.
into you.
They drilled it into us because they wanted they wanted Kaori's like illness. They wanted the big like they didn't actually say it, but they hinted at it so hard midway through. I feel like they wanted to save that big twist. Well, not twist, like big revelation.
Yeah.
For the mid-season like finale, even though there wasn't a finale, so that they could like spend the second season on that. So they just dragged through the first half so much that there was points where I'm just like, I'd rather just like push forward on my fucking keyboard, you know.
Yeah.
But then there's another issue that kind of irked me throughout the entire show, and it was more fundamental. Is this is a story of an average girl liking a guy and then getting thrown to the wayside for her prettier friend.
Anime.
And I feel
Well, here's the thing. Not even that, like, Kaori's a better fit for him. Because her love for her music and how she's able to see through
Right.
his angsty shit and able to get him to love music again.
Yeah. No, I don't mean it. I don't mean it.
Well, just because she was pretty, because
on a-
she was able to speak to him on another level that fucking the other chick could not.
Right. And I don't mind that on a cognitive level. That's fine. That was great. It worked out perfectly.
Yeah, she was
everything.
excellent. Yeah.
The problem is, I feel like their appearances should have been reversed in a way. Well, okay, let me think. What was the soccer girl's name? Or baseball girl's name?
Softball girl's name. Tsubaki.
The way she looked would not have fit a musical, out there type. But I feel like
But if you remember the letter that Kaori wrote, how she thought she looked prior,
I remember.
made sense.
She was still blonde and hot. Doesn't matter.
No, she had like glasses and like
pigtail and glasses.
and
doesn't
boring.
matter.
But she was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna look awesome."
No, it doesn't matter. Like all I'm saying is, it could have been like double average girl, or like maybe like the girl he knew is popular. She like the girl he knew, the softball girl. What's her name?
Sophomore girl. Wait, Tsubaki.
Tsubaki could have been like the popular school, like the very popular girl, like really pretty, really athletic, everything, and been friends with Kosei. And then she has a very like musically inclined ill friend or whatever that's not ugly, but like not four shades of hotter. I feel like that really like shallow aestheticness to like the relationship triangle was just kind of detracted from
I think you're grasping at straws here. I think it's not that big a deal.
To me, it kind of was. It was just kind of a trope. It was like...
No, I mean, here's the thing. Like, she looked plain before.
The thing is, like, this show made me care more for Tsubaki at times than Kaori because she was the one who was like, I just lost my best childhood friend I was in love with to some pretty bitch.
and it's usually due to inactivity, typically. And being, like, what's the word, stagnant. But no, the thing is that Kaori overall is a better fit for him. Straight up.
Yes.
The entire time.
No, for sure. Yes.
Length of my friendship does not matter in that case.
Right.
But by fucking...
Like I said, I'm saying on a purely aesthetic level here.
By bullying him and helping her with performance, she helped him love music again.
Right. Now, I feel like, the title namesake of the show, which they reveal in the last episode, Your Lie in April... The lie was that she was in love with Watari.
That she told her friend,
That she told her friend, I like Watari. She knew Watari was friends with Kosei, and she wanted to get closer to Kosei.
Right, exactly.
And it's like, that was really good. That was the best part of the whole show right there.
I think the best part was that after she found out her illness, she just said, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever I want. So she started eating whatever she wants. She started, got contacts. She let her hair down, let it flow. She just was a bright, bubbly person that she wanted to be because she didn't give a fuck anymore. That, her illness killed her and freed her at the same time.
See,
and it allowed her to affect some people's lives as well, especially Kosei more than anyone else.
Right. I thought the name Your Lie in April for the title meant that the fact that she was going to die meant that she was a lie in the fact that she was no longer going to be like real and truth. She wasn't going to be alive, so she wasn't going to be true.
I thought she was going to tell them, I'm not going to die, but she knew she.
Okay. If the last episode was her coming back, like, oh, April Fool's, like April 1st was the last day of that show. April Fool's, I was never sick.
Oh, that would have been so dumb.
10 out of 10, best show ever made.
Yeah, want to go get some sushi? Yeah, go.
That would have been so stupid.
I would have laughed my ass off and give it a 10 out of 10. Oh, but no.
That show got so good in the back half. It's not even the same show.
No, it was like Nagino Asakara syndrome. Like it got a lot better.
Like Kosei became a mentor to a little girl who was the
Right.
sister of one of his rivals.
Yeah.
His mom's friend became his mother figure, which is really important. Like how he's saying it was actually Kaori's idea for him to play that song that his mom used to play, which let him get over his demons and say goodbye to his mom, and that was really emotional, really excellent, well done, scene.
Yeah.
That to me pushed the show above. Like that one episode pushed the show so high to what it could be. It wasn't always at its peak. It was really fleeting, but it had the highest ceiling of any show this season. And considering how each season was, I thought that peak was enough to put it in the top spot. I think it's the best show this season. Like Kaori, how they handled Kosei's getting over his mom, progressing as a better character, becoming a better person, and how they handled Kaori's death was excellent. However, I have qualm people giving the show a 10 because it's not like that. Like the other people gave the show a 10 because they saw this last scene, which is awesome, and yes, it was awesome. But I was sitting there watching that scene.
I mean, that scene in a void is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that scene was incredible. But I was sitting there watching this scene, thinking, this scene is incredible and awesome, and there is nothing the show can do to get 10 right now. Not a thing.
Yeah.
Because it didn't do enough of the work up front to get a 10 in the back half.
Well, it wasn't the work. Well, I've said this before. Take the exact same plot, same story, same characters, do it differently. The show could be a 10.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Well, the tone shifts throughout the entire thing that stayed consistent. I'll give them points for consistency, but that's just something that personally bothered me. I hated that when they got into a really dramatic moment when there's growth or there's somebody getting over something or there's somebody like realizing something, and then like 2 minutes later they do the whole typical like anime thing where they draw their teeth like all jagged and shit and they're like yelling at somebody. I fucking hate that.
It's the chibi tone shift.
Okay, so not the tone shift. You're talking about the art shift. Because here's the thing.
Well, there's also a tone shift.
No, Akame Kill and Big Beats are the same shit. They don't change your art though. So is it okay for them to do it because they don't change your art style?
Well, this one, it's like they're trying to get us into like serious mode, and then they kill it, and I hate that.
Here's the thing. Akame Kill did the same thing. The exact same fucking thing.
But they didn't do it the entire time.
Yeah, they did.
This show did.
That whole show was that.
I don't remember that show doing it nearly as bad.
Episode 1 Akame Kill was, your fucking friends are getting killed in this fucking barn.
You won't
get
let
barn,
that go.
and you just fucking kill this girl down because she said she had fun. All right, let's go. Come with us to go have fun. This fucking yay!
It didn't feel as bad in that show.
It felt that bad.
I don't think it was as bad as Akame Kill because that show was never trying to be sad and dramatic when that happened. But this show did.
See, I would give you the example of Full Metal because that's a good show that did it.
What's
you haven't seen it, so I can't say.
Kind of like it's like are you about to make a car here? Is that your car mechanic?
But still, that's one thing that really dragged the show down for me.
I would say I was different from Angel Beats doing the same thing.
And why I can't put it in a top 5.
It's the same thing in all the shows. They do the same thing.
But
difference is they change their art style here.
Angel Beats isn't trying to be serious though. Like
yes, it is.
I think Angel Beats was trying to be serious.
I
don't remember Angel Beats ever having that sort of tone shift.
They always did.
You don't
Angel Beats?
Angel Beats trying to be. I mean, Angel Beats got serious moments, but I don't think it's a serious show.
Well, define a serious show.
Okay, wait, Moses. Are you putting serious and the sad in the same?
The fact that show.
I mean, the show can be sad, yes.
But is that serious?
Huh?
Is that serious?
Those moments, yes. Overall, no.
If a show's trying to make you feel sad or like connected with the characters and the plot, then it's trying.
But see, I feel like the only sad part about that show is the backstory, which happens very few times in the show. Most of the show is them trying to kill an angel, having concerts, and then going on missions.
That's pretty awesome, though.
It's the backstory is what
trying to be serious half the time.
Not even half. I'd say
okay,
1/4.
The point is that they do it. When they do that though, they go into whatever mode they're gonna go to for pretty much the entire episode. Not getting you into one mood and then 2 minutes later changing it. Oh my god.
I don't think you could point out a point in Angel Beats or Akame Kill that did it as horribly as Shigatsu.
You're talking about the art shift.
I don't know about art shift. I'm talking about tone shift. Really sullen or anger or some sort of negative emotion attitude, and then a real quick shift Oh, you silly
No,
bitch!
because I don't see it that way because that was pretty much Kosa getting in a really dark hole, and then Kaori kicked him in the ass saying, "Hey, get over it.
But
It's
it
gonna be
wasn't
fine."
just those two characters. It happened all the time.
Well, Tsubaki did the same thing for him. Tsubaki and Kaori did the same thing of him hitting the hole and Tsubaki and them saying, "Hey, you're gonna be fine." Stop being a fucking negative Nancy about it. It's almost more realistic in that regard.
I'm still trying to think of a tone shift like that. Besides the first episode of
Akame
Akame
Kill
Kill.
is the one that comes
Besides the first episode.
There are many
I don't-
times when they do really fucking horrible violence and then him and mine get into a fight about dumb shit.
I don't remember. See, I see that like after
Well,
the aftermath has happened. I don't see it like right after.
If it's like an action scene, like an intense action scene, that's one thing. I'm not.
That's serious.
True.
That's serious.
But like, I guess it doesn't feel as intrusive as like a dramatic, a sad, or an angry scene.
Because, like, you know, when people die in a comedy kill, like when Lava died or anything, like, they didn't just, like, go into comedy. I actually felt
They
sad.
did eventually.
I mean, like, an episode or
It
two
didn't take
later.
long.
An episode or two later.
No, next episode.
Like what?
But see,
Anyway, I don't want to talk about this right now.
No,
Anyways,
I felt that it shifted in a realistic way how our friend might get down, and you be like, you know, they get like that because they're just a negative Nancy. You kick him in the ass and say, "Hey, it's something serious."
in that case, assuming that's okay, some people
That was Kaori's
Then-
whole role in
then-
that show.
the art shift might have been more
The
distracting.
art shift made it
than
distracting. I
needed.
get that. I'll give you that.
But
But what Kaori did was not any different for how our friend might do to the other friend.
right.
Either way, it still bugged me.
Okay.
Whether or not whether or not the facts are arguable, it's just, the fact is that it bothered me.
Okay.
And I don't like when they do that. And when Akame Got Killed did it in the first episode, that kind of bugged me too. Like, that one I'll give you. The
didn't
rest
even
of
bug me until he mentioned it.
the
Just
rest of the
saying.
show was fine. The rest of the show was
I don't
fine.
remember it.
Didn't give a shit. Don't remember it. Don't give a shit. But
That's how little it mattered.
this time around though, like it was almost.
I get that, but it fit Kaori's character perfectly.
That show was a B plus.
A.
Did you just get an 8 out of 10?
9.
You put it
Don't
up.
show I gave it a 9 this
You
year.
put it up.
But okay, second show I gave it a 9.
Whoa.
Second show.
What's the other one?
Parasite.
Okay, good.
Hold on. Let me see here. Next up, Parasite.
I give it a 9. Next, okay, move on. What's next?
Parasite was a show I literally picked up because the tag said
Oh, Kentucky Lost. God damn.
horror. And I was like, I always like to watch anime that are tagged horror because I want to see how an anime could possibly be scary. It's actually impossible.
Higurashi.
No,
I think no School Days.
no.
It's the first
Okay, that's
horror
horrific
anime.
in another
That's
way.
a horror anime. That's a horror anime.
Anyways, but I'm really glad I picked up the show. 'cause
Another
it
tried to do the best in regards to a horror
I think
type
I would agree to
genre.
that. Another did try to do the best. I think it succeeded.
tried.
Yeah, but
Have you ever watched? I'm convinced it is literally impossible to make an anime scary, like even like any sort of jump scare. Like a jump scare that would do in a movie does not work in anime because it's a cartoon.
Ruben, that's not scary. That's startling.
Close enough.
No, it's not.
That means there's nothing scary.
No. Scary is an impending sense of dread and despair.
It's like
That's
it's
scary.
like when Jason's walking up to a victim. It's like, oh my god, like you're actually kind of scared. You're putting yourself in the victim.
Are you talking
So
about
I've never felt
Ruben?
that
Are you talking
before.
about startling or suspense?
To me,
Well,
But you
suspense
see,
can be anything.
suspense without a startling end is not scary. The thing is, the cheap startling tricks are the only thing that work because there's no such thing as a scary anything. Nothing is scary
You're talking
when it's
you're
fiction,
talking about ambiance and setting.
which is
The
impossible.
only way
to
to
make
think of horror animes hit someone personally. Like to me, School Days is a scary anime because it hit me personally.
Because fuck bitches.
To me-
Because that is like
Okay, well,
real
if
shit.
if I watched a scary any horror movie made in America or anywhere in the world, and it didn't have that like, bah, like
Okay, no.
like if Jason's
We'll
walking
have
up
different
slowly
ideas of
to
scary.
to a victim, and it doesn't like pan to him and then pan back, and Jason's like, wow. Like,
But see,
that
no,
cannot
no,
be
no,
scary.
no,
That cannot be scary.
there's the movie. Have you seen the movie with Samuel Jackson called Room 1408?
No.
Okay, see that movie.
No one
here-
Jackson, I should have seen it.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Like it's PG-13. I'm like, this is gonna be stupid.
Okay.
but it's actually kind of scary. There's no jump scare. It's just a really demented movie, and I feel like you don't have to have jump scary to be scary.
No, but I don't think jump scares are scary. Jump scares are just
I might just have a fucked up mind then because I've
Yeah.
never been actually scared of anything. Like I get startled. What's that movie series? Paranoid
paranormal activity.
Paranoid movie. Like when the camera's moving and then it jump scares you like on the camera, I freak out.
Okay,
Why is that your...
That's a jump scare.
Because that's a jump scare. Jump scares get me. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, that's like the adrenaline. Those jump scares from that game.
No,
Two
it's
bad examples, but
That's not a
okay.
scary game. That's a game that just startles you a lot.
Exactly. And movies that do the same thing, that's what I personally have to consider that horror, because there's nothing you could put in a movie that would make me go like, holy shit.
See, did you ever watch horror movies as a little kid?
Yes, and that's probably why I'm so dead to them now.
The part when Cruella de Vil is driving the car and her eyes are spinning scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
Oh my god.
So to me, Haunted Animation's a scary movie.
Okay, but if you look at if you go back and look at another, that show is
That's a show's a comedy.
That show is essentially Final Destination, the anime.
Final Destination is not a horror whatsoever. It's
No, it's not.
It's
but
a
it's
fun
still,
movie to watch.
It is categorized as it though.
No, to me, horror is when nothing is happening, but the environment is making me mind myself to thinking something's going to happen at any moment.
So for me,
So you're expecting a jump scare.
No, I'm
I'm
expecting something to happen.
What if I told you, Mike, like you were watching whatever, and I told you, Mike, I 100% guarantee you whatever you're about to see is not going to be a jump scare. Would you still be scared?
I would guess. I think you'd be.
Okay, so I swear I'm
So
not.
you're distrusting me is
Right.
scarier than...
Yeah.
I'm not trying to advertise this game. I swear. But if you guys have, when you played Bloodborne, when you played it over here, you didn't get to hear it. But see, when I play it with my headphones on. It's dark. And literally, like, as you go through the city, all you're hearing is, like, people, like, yelling and screaming and, like, scratching at the doors and, like, people stabbing. Like, to me...
Have you ever played the old Resident Evil series, the older ones?
I played...
before 4.
I'm a 1 and 2.
I played one of them. I don't remember which one it was.
Like,
it was a
those
long
games
time
looked
ago.
like shit, and they didn't really have jump scares, but those are the closest things that
Ruben,
actually got me to
Ruben,
be
what do
scared.
you think about, like, PT?
Like what?
The Silent Hill is PT.
Oh, I had no guarantee that there wasn't going to be a jump scare, so I was scared of jump scared. But then I beat the entire thing and there's no jump scare, so I wasn't really scared.
The thing is, like, a jump scare to me is that it's like something right up in your face and it's like a giant music sting
Right.
accompanying it. Scary to me is like if you turn around and something's just there. It's not in your face. It's
That's
just
a
kind of
jump
hanging out.
scare.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Well, see, that's why like I never.
Something that suddenly appears that you were not expecting.
See,
is a
Resident
jump
Evil
scare.
never did that to me, but
I think there's
does.
levels to it.
But you know,
Dark-
in the Last of Us, there's this one stage I played where like you just fall down like an elevator shaft,
And there's a bunch of fucking all those things.
and like everything's there.
That's
and
scary.
All you hear is the noise. You don't even know where they're coming from. And then like you start this.
you have the giant boomer thing.
Yeah, you start this generator. And it's like, oh shit, this made a lot of noise, and they all start coming towards you.
That's horror.
That scared me.
That's horror.
That scared me.
When somebody gets you to mind fuck yourself, that's horror to me.
I feel like horror cannot exist without the scare of something, an imminent, sudden jump scare, quote unquote, existing.
To me, horror is what you make up in your mind.
Well, I don't know.
Like playing.
Like nothing can ever scare you more than yourself.
Well,
The jump
playing.
scare does.
Did you play Last of Us?
No.
Oh.
Well, playing Doom 3.
If I get the PS4 with the free.
Well, Doom 3 jump scares,
free
they have
massive
fucking
bundle,
monster
I will.
closets.
No, but the what got me though was that like I'd be walking through somewhere and then I know there's dudes around me because I can hear them.
But you know who they are.
And then then a door what got me is like I walked past a door and it would open and there was nothing in there. And I was just like,
That's fucking scary.
But like,
no, and I hate that too because then I'm like, then I'll go back to an area to like open a door that I've already been in, that I've already cleared all the enemies from, and then like I'll like, oh okay, this area is safe, whatever. I'm just gonna go in here, hit the switch real quick. I turn around to go out that room again, and there's a dude right in front of me. Like I hate that.
That's good.
okay,
What are we talking about?
two things. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I want to set this up for a little bit longer. Two things. First of all, Fear 1.
Scary.
Because of the amount of jump scares in that game, I felt scared the entire way through.
Well, no, that's because your mind picking up things of you might just know what's going to happen.
Are you
making up
talking?
things to-
Wait, fear is
You
in
don't. It's the uncertainty of
Right.
sudden movement.
That's horror.
That's horror, but that is a jump scare horror.
Okay, we have to discuss this.
Now-
That's not here. Not
Now,
here.
actually,
Yeah.
I will say, I always remember what the game's called, but it's that one where like you hide in the air ducts and like the butcher guy's coming like looking for you. It came out after Amnesia.
Jason?
No, it
It's
came out
Friday
after
13th.
Amnesia. It
Oh,
was
Evil
like,
Within.
no,
No.
not wow.
No.
Oh.
No.
Is an indie game like
You
Amnesia,
hide in air ducts and that's what you're kind of.
but like you had like a night vision and like
What you thinking of? I'm trying to figure out.
It was after Amnesia. It was an
Yeah.
indie game like Amnesia.
I've never heard of it.
That game looked actually kind of scary because you were trying to avoid the dude and he was trying to find you.
But see, I do kind of agree with him. It's kind of what you make it because I hate chainsaws.
Alien Isolation? No, I can't. No,
No.
that's a.
Oh, that's a very similar. Actually, I'll play that game though.
I hate
Yeah.
chainsaws. So like when I first played
Manhunt.
when I played Resident Evil 4 and I got into Village and then you just hear the chainsaws coming, that always gets me. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's a grinding noise, but I just fucking hate chainsaws.
I love that shit. I love when the chainsaws. I get this feeling of like ecstasy. I'm like, oh
No, because I'm like,
this guy
I
with chainsaws.
can't let it hit me. I can't let it hit me. It's not because like he's gonna die. It's like I feel like I'm gonna
It's because
die.
you don't. It's because you like other regular dudes like come up to you and they like cry.
Yeah.
You can shake the stick and get away from them.
That
And
guy,
then-
you hit,
But
you
as
hit.
soon as the chainsaw guy gets up right next to you, you lose.
Yeah, because I remember like there was this one part where he actually because he kills you in different ways, and they were all censored. But on the Wii one, we got a very uncensored version of it for some reason, Nintendo. But yeah, so like when he hits you, usually it pans away for this one, but you see like Leon like trying to push the chainsaw off of him with the blades, but it's like going through his hands, and he just dies. I'm like, fuck. I
So
turn the
are
game
you
off.
scared of the chainsaw or scared of the lack of room for air?
I am scared of the anticipation of the chainsaws and the actual chainsaws.
Okay.
I fucking hate
Yeah,
chainsaws.
well, see, then you get that stupid situation where there's two of them.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
That shit sucks, Moses.
Anyways,
Parasite. So that's not horror. All they talk about right there, not Parasite's not none
See,
of that.
what got me into Parasite...
so yeah, Parasite's none of that.
Right.
No, but what got me into Parasite was Newman showed me like, well, let's watch the first 10 seconds of Parasite. Let's watch the first 10 seconds. I'm like, okay. It's where that guy opens, and I'm like, I'm down.
Parasite was not a horror anime, but it was a great battle manga.
It's horrifying sometimes.
It was a great battle manga with deformed people.
That came out in the 80s.
I thought
Man,
it was.
those 80s.
It ended in the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah, that 80s opening is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very old.
But the back half of that show, I kind of steadily checked out a little bit.
There were,
You're
like-
weird, so I don't know.
there were,
I think that show
When the lady got killed off is when I kind of checked
that
out.
show stayed so strong. Even at the end, at the very end, like the last 2 episodes, where I thought it was gonna do things I wasn't gonna approve of, it then actually
I would
went-
have approved of that last scene they tricked you on, though.
Well,
Wait, what-
let's talk about it now. So you would have been okay with her dying.
Yeah.
I would have been okay. Oh,
I was
here's the
okay.
thing. It's the last episode. Like, you know what the
I
fuck
thought I
they
was
want.
coming.
You see,
coming.
I felt that everything had sucked so hard from him up to that point that I was like, give him this one thing. Like, give him this one good thing out of all these
His dad's
episodes.
alive.
No, I would
His mom's dead. His other friend's dead. They're all dead. Everyone's dead.
I would have thought she would have died so they bring home like the message that parasites aren't the only monster. Sometimes humans are worse than parasites.
Well, that mayor sure was human.
I'm really glad she lived. And I'm also, but before that, I'm really glad that the episode before, he did go and fuck up the dude's, like, burnt organs in the forest. Because he was having that philosophical dilemma with himself about, like, you know, oh, well,
Looks like God does God's
who
work.
am I, just a human?
And I'm like,
to
motherfucker,
You know,
he tried
no,
to kill you 4
you know,
times over.
I remember
fuck that corpse up, and he's like, it's time to fuck this corpse up.
I remember you told me that you didn't like those kind of things. And normally I don't either, but like he made so much sense with his inner thought. I'm like, I don't know what he should do at this point. I'm
Kill
like,
that
I don't know.
Because of his previous ways, he's going to try to kill him again.
Yeah,
No,
it's like- it's
I
like-
get it, but he didn't even care at this point. He was so okay with dying in that last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
He went up to fight that
No,
guy.
he surrendered. He wasn't okay with dying.
I think he said literally, I was okay with dying.
Yeah, he kind of did.
I think he means he didn't see another option. But
I think he meant he was okay with
I don't
dying.
get that.
You know what another option would have been? To not go there.
He
even
wanted
like-
to go there to avoid there being collateral damage.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he said so. Remember when Mickey drove the car and said, let's go somewhere that won't be people, but still don't die?
Well, yeah, but that was before Mickey died.
Mickey didn't die.
Well, you know what I mean.
Before he thought Mickey died. So,
I thought this episode was pointless.
I like
The
it.
fucking weird spirit journey with Mickey, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a single fuck.
Well, I mean, that part, but I mean, like, I like the whole, like, the roof scene. I thought all that was
Bruce scene
dramatic.
was good. I thought he was gonna get got. I was positive. I'm like, well, shit.
I was like, he missed her.
Like he missed.
He missed her. They really did this.
No spirit journey.
I was like, I really have to give the show a 10 out of 10.
Spirit journey. He got. I mean, it was a feel good moment. Not gonna lie. But man,
I still think one of my favorite episodes is just when he was looking for his mom. Like the episode after he got stabbed, and he thought he found his mom. He was like running to it,
like that. Like Parasite.
Yeah, he thought he found his mom. Like I don't know why. Like that was so intense. Like I could feel like his anger. I love that episode for some reason. Like nothing really happened.
I loved. My favorite character in that show was the former teacher, the woman with the baby.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say the other girl that died.
No.
She was cool. I didn't expect her to die.
Well, here's the thing. She left her phone. I'm like, okay, Death Flag. Why'd you do that?
No, the thing was that
keep in mind, 1980s Death Flag.
Why are there cell phones?
It's a modern take.
Modern take.
So what
did she leave behind?
What's she leave behind? A beeper?
her wallet.
Her pager.
Her wallet.
Oh god.
Or like her.
Because if it was a phone, it'd be like this big.
Yeah.
By my backpack phone.
See, I hate when shows do because I was watching like Hunter x Hunter. The girl pulled out a laptop. I'm like, no. This show is no.
No, like I liked how the woman, how she progressed as a character, where she saw the baby as like some kind of experiment.
Oh, Reiko?
Like, or everybody's to experiment on. And she grew that mother instinct there. She really protected that child. And I thought that was outstanding as character development for that. For parasites,
really good.
That parasites can become more human by being around humans more.
I only hated that because that is when you break it down, that is a typical anime thing, and I hated that.
Yeah, but because it's typically the way things are.
No, it doesn't have to be. Why? Because they're fucking aliens or whatever.
They can't.
They didn't have to be. They didn't have to.
No,
they hinted in the last episode that
Moses.
parasites were always on Earth.
Moses, what do parasites do? They adapt. Surroundings. She adapted.
Adapt to survive.
Exactly.
No.
And to patch on.
You know what happened when she adapting to survive? She died because she adapted.
Well, she wanted to have. Oh, she seemed like she inherited the human trait of wanting to pass on her DNA.
But I think that's an animal trait. That's not a human trait.
Well, a person's animals too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying.
Okay,
you're
okay,
right.
yeah, okay,
yeah. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah.
But like
I'm not saying I hated that aspect so much. I'm just saying like I personally don't like when great animes like go like the extra mile to be different. Kind of go back to the anime cliches. I don't like that.
I think it's a media cliche, not anime cliche.
Okay. It might be a media.
That's a media cliche.
It might be a media cliche, but not all media does it. But almost all anime do it. Some of them call it an anime cliche.
The non-human thing becoming human.
That's why I like Shinji so much. He wasn't your typical
like
anime.
Terminator, ET type stuff.
who?
What? Wait, what? Shinichi. God, whew. I said Shinji.
You said Shinji. I'm like, are we going to some shit now?
I like Shinichi so much because he wasn't your typical anime character.
Shinji was great.
Like, he started out as, like, a bitch, but, like, episode 5, he just, like, man the fuck up. It was great.
His character was, like, a fucking title winner.
I love
he was
Shinichi.
like, bitch, awesome, what the fuck's going on? Fuck life. What?
Like, he
Bitches,
ripped that guy's
fuck
heart out and threw him through a wall.
Was that the back half of the show?
That was the first half of the show.
We're here to the back half of the show.
It's the whole show!
It's the first half already.
You talked about the first half of your life, April.
I barely did. I barely even did. Okay.
Well, this is my one comment about the first half.
Anyways,
that half with like the weird, like the military getting their shit handed to them was kind of awesome. Then I fell off it again.
I just love
he's gonna have to fight him at some point, isn't he? And
one thing, and I said this to Ruben too. I still don't understand because Shinichi is supposed to be, especially in the first half. It showed him like around like episode 7 after he got used to his powers, that he had super strength, he had super agility, could jump off fucking buildings and still be okay.
Yeah.
But when he was fighting that guy, I swear to God, he seemed normal. I did not see like him exert any kind of agility.
So you're talking about the guy in the last episode, by the way.
Yeah, the second last episode. He didn't feel different at all. So I almost felt like he lost his power, and I didn't understand why.
Without Migi there, I think he was growing weaker.
But I mean, Migi was still there. Migi's still connected to him. Migi just detached for a bit, but he's still connected to him. And just because Migi detached.
Oh, okay, no. In the last fight against Goto,
mm-hmm.
he seemed like he was just as powerful.
I didn't see it.
The thing is, Goto
outclassed him.
No.
Fucking Spider-Man jumps between trees and fucking hypersonic speed. Like, Shinichi was never that strong.
But like I said, Shinichi threw a rock from one building to another, went to a person,
Migi's
and then went...
direct help. Remember, he used his right hand.
He's making help. That's correct.
Migi helped him throw that rock.
He did.
He
jumped off a building and was okay.
He could have jumped off the tree and have been okay in that fight. He got fucked up in that fight. Goto was very strong. Now, he grew weaker in the very last episode, but he noted that. He was like, Migi's been asleep or whatever for a long time now.
Well, Migi got weaker.
Well, okay, I get the last episode, but I'm just talking about the last fight.
I don't think he was weaker in the last fight. I think you just have to see the disparity between Goto's power and his power. Like
Goto makes him look normal. There we go.
Goto was very powerful.
Excuse me.
But no, I give that show an A+ because it was the best.
I want to give it a 10 so bad.
It's not a 10.
I want to.
It's damn close.
But I can't. Like, that's a 9.5. This is why my anime listening is a 9.5.
No,
That's a perfect...
it really doesn't. It just be more helpful, but you don't need it.
It would have been 9.5, but I'd rather it be a 10 because it's better than a lot of 9s I've seen.
I just, after that girl died, I just kind of fell off it. I'm not really positive as
Which
to why
girl
I
again?
did. Huh?
Which girl again?
The girl.
Oh, Tenrika.
Yeah, I just kind of fell off it. I'm not sure why. Because I saw, well, he's going to fight that
He
guy.
never told his girlfriend. He never told his girlfriend any of this. Which
She found out in the last episode.
She found out.
She's like, don't be the monster, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. You're more human than this guy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I thought last episode was really pointless overall. I didn't need it.
I liked it.
It was fine.
I love it. I give the show an A. It is great.
Solid.
I give it an A.
Like, yeah. It was kind of weird for me at first, because, like, originally I wasn't going to watch it, because I only saw, like, what, episodes 1 and 2, I think? I saw episodes 1 and 2, and I'm like, okay, this show's weird. Like, I don't think I'm going to watch this. And then, what was it, episode, like, 6 or 7 happened?
Episode 5, he gets stabbed, and episode 6, it gets great.
Yeah, I think it was around then where that happened, Moses.
Yeah.
You were like, are you watching Parasite? I'm like, no. And then you were like, what the fuck?
Just watch it.
But it's weird seeing how Migi almost adopts some human traits in a way. Not fully, but very close.
I think it's more or less
I
like,
think
where he
just-
starts... Where
Migi adopts compassion.
Only Shinichi.
Yeah.
He only cares about Shinichi.
Mostly
that's
in the
because he's his
second...
host.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah.
At the end, like, before we thought, when they made you kind of want to think that Migi was going to die, he's like, I'm glad I became your friend. He was giving, like, this death speech.
Yeah.
And I felt like he really did actually care about Shinichi.
And even when he got back with Shinichi and then he was trying to figure out if he wanted to kill Goto,
Yeah.
he's like, I can't do it. You have to do it because that'll be like akin to murder for your species. And it's like, he never cared about that before.
Yeah, I know.
And so he did change. I liked it. I liked that Migi was not static the entire time.
I like this subtle change.
It was very subtle.
I'm glad it wasn't like, hey, I really care now. But
Yeah.
it's just like this little bit of humanity. I'm okay with that.
It was good. I mean, you live
It was a
around
good
it.
show.
You live around it long enough, you're gonna be.
No, I problem with the show, but the problem with the show is still elite, though. So
Like, God, that show's so close to a 10.
it's close.
So
But it's not
close.
quite there.
All right. Next.
No.
What do we have
no,
left? How many
no,
do we have left?
No.
5. Next
Really?
is Akatsuki no Yona.
Oh, God, it's still bad. I
So-
got to episode 6.
There isn't actually much to say about this. I just want to tell Moses like a few. Okay, so you
The
know
Suwu die.
who?
Suwu die.
Suwon,
Suwon. Oh, yeah.
the emperor that killed her her dad.
Yeah.
No, this show's not over. I'm gonna say that right now.
wait, what?
So Moses, you never got far enough to see. Okay, first of all, the show's not bad. Second of all, Moses, you didn't get to see far enough to see her start like searching out the dragons, right? Okay, yeah. Basically, the whole entire show is basically her seeking out the 4 dragons, like the people with the dragon powers, and she's like the leader. But what's funny is that they spend like 5 to 6 episodes per dragon, like their conflicts and what they have to do to like help them out and get them on their side. And in the very last episode, they literally just run into the last dragon. He's like, "Oh, you guys have good food. I'll join you."
So it's going to be season 2.
There has to be, because she has to go back now and actually like try and take back her kingdom and shit. But now people, but the conflict is like she doesn't know if getting rid of him is the best choice because he's actually doing really well as a leader. So she's trying to figure out like, do I want to take my vengeance, or is him being the king is actually like good for the nation. Because he's doing really well as a king. Like, there's a lot more stability and prosperity in the kingdom than there was before. She's like, my dad kind of was a shitty emperor, but at the same time, he killed my dad. So that's kind of where the conflict is now. But, like, she's got her whole fucking troop together, so... Second season, we'll see what's up.
Like, the only reason...
She kills someone in that show.
Okay.
That's better than most shown in anime.
I was just about to... I was really just going to ask that, too. Does she... Because I know she uses a bow, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she actually kills people, like she tries to do what she does what needs to be done, or what? Or she's like, I don't want to kill you because anime.
Most of the time, the other guys will fight for her, but there is one scene where they were trying to kill pirates that were doing human trafficking, like they were trying to sell prostitutes.
Yeah.
And she literally just takes the bow and shoots the guy right through the heart, and he's like straight up dead.
Okay,
and I was like, thank the Lord, because man, if they just like knocked him out and like put him in jail, it's stupid.
That's
but
good.
she's like, fuck this motherfucking fuck.
But like really, like the reason I would watch it, like if you told me like, oh yeah, Moses and Hawk died, I just never go back to it. Hawk is the only reason I might go back and watch that show.
The thing is, like, it's not a shonen. It is a shoujo show for sure, but it's not wholly unentertaining. I was okay with it, like for the most part. I didn't hate watching it. The characters were all right. Hawk was cool.
I mean, it's not a bad show.
But it's not like the most action-oriented show in the world.
The reason I stopped is because like after Hawk got sick, it was just let's take care of Hawk for 3 episodes, and I just got bored.
That happens just for the little part.
And
yeah, because they have to go. Then they go meet the.
They talked about meeting a priest or something.
Yeah. You didn't get that far?
I got to when they were going to go meet him. So like
they meet the priest, and then that's a little slow. But then after that, when they actually start searching out the dragons, that's where like the show picks up with the rest of the show.
Okay, if they announce season 2, I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah, at some point they have to. Because you remember the very first episode where they ended off showing like her coming back with all those people, and they show like a real quick scene of like fighting and stuff, like the flash forward.
Yeah.
They're nowhere there yet, so they need a whole other season.
Oh, really? See, I thought that was where the show was at now. No?
They did not come back and fight in the kingdom yet. They just got the last dragon, so they need another season. Anyways, show's give it a B, solid B.
Undetermined.
All right, Log Horizon 2.
Cool, I can see
Matt,
that.
did you watch the whole thing?
No, but
Log Horizon 2 was not as good as Log Horizon 1.
nope.
It had a good first half, a bad second half. And there was literally an episode where it was pretty much all still frames, and I couldn't believe it. So yeah, that was like a B-.
Well, that's what you get for entrusting it to Studio D.
So, Akatsuki no Yona is better than Log Horizon Season 2.
Yeah. Well, the second half is better than Log Horizon's second half. Like, Log Horizon's second season first half was pretty good.
But I mean, overall, Season 2... Because what I've heard is overall Season 2 is worse than...
Well,
Akatsuki
I'm
no
talking
Yona.
about second half of Season 2.
But you gotta do the whole thing.
Do I?
Yeah, this is what we've been doing.
I've just been... for the continuations, I've just been talking about, like, the second half. Okay. You're right. Hold on.
Because, I mean, if that's the case, I'm gonna murder Cross Angie.
I'll give it a B, then. Altogether, it was a B.
God, because if Cross Angie didn't have his first half sticking up for it.
Ace of Diamond.
Still.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm pretty sure this entire season was Sawamura just being depressed that he hit someone with the ball.
Pretty much.
That was like 13 episodes. Like, they lost that game at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah. Like,
They lost the game?
You knew they were going
They
to
pulled a Haikyuu, but the difference is there's 74 episodes in.
Oh, yeah, you finished Haikyuu, that's right.
Now,
Yeah.
I knew they were going to lose.
They lost, but the problem is they lost at the end of last season, so this entire season has been them finding new people, training, and Sawamura being not depressed that he fucking hit someone with a baseball. So apparently that's enough to give them like fucking mental scarring.
Well, or unable to throw to the inside. Which apparently in baseball you have to be able to do, otherwise you're not a good pitcher.
Yep.
Mental scarring.
So anyways, I did like how they ended it though, where they get the third years to like come back like before they like move on or whatever and graduate and play a game with them to basically make all of the second and the first years realize what they're missing. And then
they learned too much from that game, but anime doesn't have a lot of time, so whatever.
And then when what's his name, Chris comes back and he's like, yeah, like don't feel so bad about it. This is actually what I wanted you to throw. And then they did the montage in the last episode, and I was like, oh yeah, like finally we can skip over all this shit. So now when the next season starts tomorrow, we can like go right into like their whatever like tournament thing.
It's like the fall season.
Yeah, like whatever that is, they're gonna go like right into it, and they can like start beating these other like no-name people.
Hopefully, yeah. I don't want to watch a whole other season of training and bullshit. But I mean, overall, the show's still. I'll just give it a B again. Whatever. It's a good show. Like I enjoy it. It's not like Kurko's levels of hype.
Or even Haikyuu.
There's a lot of.
It's
better
the
than
one.
Haikyuu.
It's the one you watch before you watch Kurko's. When you're gonna get into the sports,
It's the appetizer to Kurko.
I am
is.
still on episode 8 of Ace of Diamond.
then
Well, you have 67 more.
I'm not sure how much I really want to catch up to it. And I know that a lot of sports anime, because even Kurko, the first game of Kurko to me, wasn't even that interesting.
If you watch it all, just as soon as they lose, stop watching and then just watch the next season.
or he could skip to episode 74 and 75.
Yeah, that's true.
He could do that.
All right. So yeah, I'm giving it a B. What do you give it, Matt? Still, at this point, overall, after everything that's happened.
Probably a B.
Actually, I might go to B plus. Because like I'm trying to remember, there are some good games.
Yeah.
B or B plus.
Somewhere around there,
Same
yeah. It's not quite A status.
No. All right. My number one show and current show of the year, Shirobako.
Shirabako's real good.
Well, that's going to change from the Fate.
Shirabako's real good.
No, it's not. So Shirobako
too many
is
fucking characters. My Jesus
anime
Christ.
about making anime, and it is brilliant.
And anime is hard.
Anime is difficult. How it ever gets made is beyond
I
us.
I wonder how much fun they had making anime about making anime.
I feel like they had a lot of fun. So,
We need to make it-
how much did you watch?
All of it.
Okay.
We need to get those cuts about the part about making cuts. Got those cuts down about those cuts?
So one thing I didn't realize until I read about it is,
Uh-huh.
you know how in the Exodus anime they made the girls were saved by a cowboy
Yeah. On a horse.
on a horse? Do you remember how he dressed up at the end of that show to save the production when he went to go see the sensei?
Oh yeah.
And he does so fucking Tuts Mickey belly send poop.
God.
What?
He did reuse 3 like signature moves with like himself, but he's like fat. It was really funny. He did Shoryuken, Hadouken, and Senpuku, and it was Senpuken.
Tuts Senpuken?
It was really funny. Like, that show was slice of life, but never stopped being fun.
It was
Everything from like even the twin tail blonde haired girl when she's trying to catch the guy who's constantly trying to escape from drawing the key animations. You know, just the shit they run into dealing with the people that they have to like deal with, and I feel like they're giving people these quirks from like real life experience. Like the guy who's like constantly says funny story, funny story, but I couldn't do it. Funny story, funny, and like just how they go out and. I mean, then there's just, like, the actual, like, underlying plot. And it's, like, these 5 girls, it's their dream from their club in college to work together and make their own anime. Because they all have their different skill. One of them is a producer. One of them is a
CG artist.
CG artist. One of them is a key artist. One of them is a voice actress. And the other one, well, she's good at finding information. No, she wants to write. I think she wants to write an anime. That's what she wants to do. And, you know... They all slowly come together and start working at this company, Musani. One by one, they start getting together, and I mean Zuka, the voice actress, she gets shit on the entire fucking series until right at the end.
So she gets her shit, and
when Yeah, you know, when they decided to put the little sister in the anime they're making, like right at the last moment,
And
they're
the
like,
started breaking down.
we need her in that scene where she's just so fucking happy to finally see her friend, like make her dream come true.
Crying her eyes.
It was
Great.
so good, like so heartfelt.
Then the last episode, they're out there on like the patio, just chilling, eating donuts, and having the fucking donuts create a giant ship go past.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah! These pie donuts were the best.
Did you see the Balkers of the Dream gassed for?
What was that?
Remember when in that party they're having the last episode, and they were like showing like different scenes of things, and one of the girls, and she was being given a dream gassed for.
Oh, it's Dream Gas 4.
Dream Gas 4.
She went into the fucking raffle probably.
Oh,
Yeah, it was good.
so great. Like,
Shirobako is incredibly educational in regards to how anime is made.
it was
It's
just
really enlightening.
I loved how her like imagination little creatures would like talk about what's going on while it's going on, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And how they're like in meetings and like, man, these meetings fucking suck. Are they always like this? Yeah.
Yeah, man, meetings.
Fucking Emma's Angel Calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
I love that so much.
It's a great show. It's a great show. It was strong beginning to end. No huge flaws, but no like outstanding elements either. It's just really great.
It's like for a show to be so consistently good to
Yeah.
me, I held it above everything else in that it was there was no flaws. There was nothing. I was never displeased with the show at any moment.
I wish it would have had a more character focus on specific characters rather than just everybody.
I mean, it's hard because they wanted to show just how many staff, they
There
need in an anime.
It's a lot.
And they got the producer who goes out and plays mahjong just to find people who want to like give him anime to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start referencing like real life people too. They like slightly modify the names and stuff.
Yeah, I saw a picture on JList once. It was like the picture of these people who are actually in real life.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. Yeah.
And the salary shit.
The salary shit's fucked. But I think the cost of living and having not being a car to get around is probably a lot easier. So.
But yeah,
I give a show an A-.
I could just go on about the show. This is my personal like favorite show. It's A+, easy.
Okay.
Current anime of the year, and a show really needs to try hard to beat it. It would have been my anime of the year last year, but we don't do it that way.
I do it that way.
We got to follow the random curiosity.
No, fuck them. I don't fucking rules.
So you're saying Shirobako came out anime of the year last year and this year?
If you want to.
So Kill la Kill was your anime of 2 years?
No. Before Kill la Kill. See, 2014 was Kill la Kill. What's 2013? That was my guitar.
Pretty sure it would have been Kill la Kill if you
No,
had
it
the choice.
was my guitar.
Oh, okay.
Kill la Kill was top 5.
Wait, Monokari's second season?
Does that mean Naruto can be my favorite anime of the year every season?
you want-
According to Mike, I guess
If you
so.
piece of shit, then yeah, go ahead, go do that shit. I don't care.
All right, I'm gonna.
No, like I said, all lists are bullshit all the time.
Oh wait, so that means from 2004 to 2012, Bleach is your all-time favorite show.
It can be. Yeah. I could have Bleach in my fucking top 5 right here, but I chose not
Because
to.
Bleach is your top 10. Because Bleach is a 10 out of 10 for you.
It is 10 out of 10.
For some dumb
Because
ass
it's 10 out of
reason.
10.
I'm gonna go ahead and. Are you guys fucking ready?
Go under here.
Here we go. Cross Angie.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. Just
The
go, just go.
fucking dragon angel dance shit. Moses.
What?
Tell me what you think of this show.
Really?
As a whole. I don't want you to focus on ladder F. As a whole, I want to know your thoughts and feelings the whole way through. I want to know the ride you took at Cross Angie Land. The magical experience.
First impressions. One thing I really do look for in anime, especially if you're trying to be serious, is the artwork. Cross Angie has beautiful artwork, and that's
why? Because it's by Sunrise that has budget out the ass.
Still, I mean, with that being said, bad
But Sunrise
artwork
has
doesn't make a
Aikatsu
good
money.
show.
Yeah, it does.
Sunrise has the money to do whatever they want.
So the artwork was
Like
amazing.
Tiger and Bunny 2.
The first episode was like rapey, the second episode was rapey, but after that, it got really interesting. Cross Angie, she was a princess, then she came out, she was a Norma, which are pretty much just like, I don't know, like...
People that can't use magic.
People that can't use magic, they're treated
Norma.
as second class, third class, whatever, so... It was original. I liked it. It was original. Them just fighting dragons to get money and like just living normal... No, not normalized, but... Some kind of life.
Trying to make their imprisoned life as nice as possible.
There you go. And
Man,
then,
Mike, how much of this did you watch, by the way? Any of it?
0.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Man. All right.
And then out of nowhere, the show just gets convoluted. Just like out of nowhere. Like I think it was like the last like episode or two of the first season. where they start introducing other worlds, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Oh, you do.
Or are you talking about when she used the song when it gets the other one and it created that little like time space thing?
And then they go into this other place, like, where are we? And then it's like, you're on Earth 500 years in the future. I'm like, what? And then they're on
and then
Earth.
they go and they play tennis. And then they do other things.
To be fair, it wasn't in the future. It was the same time.
No,
but in that world at that same timeline, it's fucked up.
But they thought they were in the future.
They thought
they thought they were in the future. So they're in this place where we're gonna have sex in a hotel, which is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But then it got interrupted
They
by
get cock blocked so many times, and then finally she's like, "You're alive? How can I tell it's a real you? Let's fuck."
But he eats her out like every episode.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say this: Angie is the best female lead, best female character since Akame ga Kill.
So okay, God, no. Well,
No, I'm saying Akame ga Kill had the best.
No,
female.
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying Cross Angie's Angie herself is the best female character since that show, which has not been a long time.
Okay. I was mad when I first heard that, but you're not wrong. But I hate the show so much, so I don't want you to be right.
He is wrong, but I'm talking anyway.
Who's better?
Kyrie.
But you're wrong.
No,
Anyways,
you're wrong.
Yeah. Get the
Okay,
fuck
see,
out of here.
Mike, you haven't watched Cross Angie, so you can't say shit.
So random note. When I was on my way here, I was watching the last episode. Like,
wait, while you were driving?
shh.
Wow. Okay. Go on.
I think I catch up on the internet. Anyway,
Just squeeze it every minute you can. It seems.
it's either that or no anime. But anyway, what's it called? What's the main bad guy's name again?
Embryo.
Embryo touched Angie and her clothes flew off.
Yep.
What was that?
He's god of the world.
yeah.
He's god of his world.
That guy.
That was some
You do
Tosin bullshit.
you do realize that he created that alternate world with all these people that could use mana.
You realize he literally controls people at his will, right?
So okay, I'm still a little confused about how he was able to do all that because they like kind of said it like, hey, this is the device where I became God, but when I'm near the device, I can't be God.
Okay, so. Alright, so. They went to the island. He went to the island as a scientist back then, you know. Shit, whatever. They were trying to figure out science things, but fuck it. They made the Ragnamail. Don't worry about how they made it. Say fuck it. That thing was supposed to be able to traverse dimensions. They fucked up. The thing created that new dimension with the island out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And that's where his base was. But time stopped there. So he literally lived forever researching, figuring shit out. Don't ask how he ate or anything, doesn't matter.
Well, if time stops, then he doesn't need to.
That's true.
I'm not sure about that.
Unless you bring in the law of relativity, then it gets a little confusing.
But you see, once you bring time into once you bring parallel dimensions and time leaping
Shows
into
get
anything, into any type of
stupid.
medium, things get fucked up. Even, I'm not gonna spoil it, but but anything gets fucked up.
Because he's still using energy, like his body's still using energy, so he should need energy to replace
You
that energy.
have to let that kind of shit go.
No, I'm just. Anyway, fine, go.
So, anyways, what was your question?
Why is he not God when he's fighting those people?
Okay, because he was like projecting himself from that dimension into the world. So those him and the other worlds weren't his real self, but he still had full power because fuck it.
But he was still using his power.
You have to have some suspension of disbelief, okay?
It's not even.
A
It's a
little bit.
plot hole. It's a plot hole.
There's a difference between plot hole and just plot for the sake of plot.
Yeah, and this doesn't do it very well.
It doesn't perfectly.
See, Moses, that's the thing. Like, it's I sensed a lot of I sensed. Like
You can't take this show seriously.
You can't. Like, I sensed the second coming of Code Geass in this show. Like, from the get-go, I'm like...
Have you watched Code Geass?
No.
Oh!
That might be the third show.
He should.
You know, I want you to watch Code Geass and tell me if you like it more than Cross Angie.
I'm not sure. Code Geass has like 30 episodes.
More.
Well,
It has 50.
I'll remove Yurikuma Arashi if you watch that.
I'll think about that. I'll let you
Okay,
know.
Moses.
Code Geass is like one of those shows where it's like if anybody's been watching anime like in our generation, that's like one of the shows you should have seen.
No, I know.
Moses, we'll
I
do the math later. We'll do some cumulative, numbers.
Code Geass is pretty awesome.
Anyways, like, yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. Why he was able to use his power still, but he could be injured there.
Or
It was some sort of like astral projection shit.
Or
he
why
was like.
Well, okay, don't get me wrong. There were some unexplained, some bullshit. Like
did he ever eat Angie out at that last 2 minutes before they got there?
But like,
dude, he was
like when they got there, he was like, huh?
which was great.
I don't know if female violation is great, but it was funny that he was actually he was the biggest pervert. He was the galaxy's biggest pervert, and all he wanted to do was create a world full of the best women and have Angie as his aka wife. But he's gonna fucking just like have his way with everyone anyways. But like, man, the way he like brainwashed those 3 girls.
I hate Salia. I hate her like a lot.
Yeah,
she almost kind of brought the show down for me. And that other girl with the one braid, where she was like, guys, I was mad because you guys wouldn't let me style my hair. So I decided to betray all of you and try to help Embryo take over the world because you guys made me have a ponytail.
It was really funny.
God.
I was laughing so hard how stupid that was. Like, that's the thing, is like, the show does these like retarded, like pointless things, and it's just hilarious because of, like, who thought of that, Moses? Who thought of writing that? It was ridiculous, but you just have to laugh at the fact that someone thought that was an idea and they just did it.
Well, and then when they got to this new world and they meet what the dragons actually are.
That was cool.
And then the what's her name? Not the leader, but Salamandine.
Salamandine.
Yeah, and then she goes.
Yo, it was a sports episode.
God, yeah,
So
because she didn't understand like what the other like world did. So she's like, but there's these buildings here that are meant for this or whatever. So I challenge you to all these things.
Oh, the bowling, the tennis, the like climbing, the swim. Oh, it was
all of that was
great. That episode was amazing.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad. Like, one of my biggest problems with freezing was always that they never talk about what the enemies are. They're just there, and you have to deal with it. And I hate that. I love in Cross Angie that like these dragons are coming, and I was like kind of like on like teetering like, are they just gonna like say enemies for the fuck of it? But then they actually like go into it. They have like a legit reason, like what's going on. Like there's small nuances aside, like how's Embryo powerful here and dying here. Like they really do answer everything, and I like that.
But see, like
they answer the important things.
That's still in season 1, where I think personally season 1 was one of the best season shows of last season. It was a great show. Season 1, probably like an 8.5 for me. It's good. Mm-hmm. Season 2, if I can give my rating right now, or second half of season. Whew, gosh, the second half is bad, so I'll just do it collectively. It's like a C minus. Because that show's getting a.
I want to know what else in season 2 really bugged you.
It's still okay. Here's the thing: with a lot of shows, like when they try to make a plot point and they try to make it like kind of confusing, they just have this one plot point which confuses you. They just kept going with it in Cross Angie. Like they didn't care. Like Embryo, yeah, I'm God. I can be anywhere I want, and I'm a scientist.
But
also,
Embryo
these dragons turn into women, and these women also are soldiers in our war to fight Embryo. Guys, there's multiple Earths, there's multiple galaxies, and it just kept going.
But it's like, I think it's really cool because you've never seen all of Gurren Lagann.
No.
I mean, I wish I could just make you watch all this, but I can't. I have to choose. But anyways, Gurren Lagann was a show.
I would do Gurren Lagann way over Code Geass.
Well, I'm not sure. We'll think about it. But anyways, Gurren Lagann was a show that progressed like Cross Angie, where they literally started in a small hole.
But they're not trying to be serious. Gurren Lagann.
I don't think Cross Angie's trying to be serious.
No.
He is the biggest pervert in the universe. They are literally fighting against the biggest pervert in the universe.
Okay,
Her crotch lands on fucking what's his face?
Tusk.
Tusk's face no less than 10 times in that show. Every girl gets like abused by him.
But here's the okay. I'd say those are small, like the crotch thing. That happens in like every Yu Yu Hakusho. He touches a girl's ass like every episode. It doesn't matter. Like I
Touching
see
an ass and having your face buried in a vag is two different things.
I'm just saying. I feel like those are little anime tropes that happen like almost every anime, no matter what it is. Like, I mean, like, I can't think of a shonen anime that doesn't have a guy burying his chest into a girl's head into a girl's chest. Like, those are little anime things. Those are anime cliches that just happen.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. So you know how you were saying you think like someone had to think of this to write it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's the same writer as Hanasaki Oroha and Toradora.
Both also great shows. So yeah, Cross Angie's got a strong record.
I'm just saying. I feel like Girl Lagann is a show that's obviously... It's like saying Kill la Kill's taking itself seriously. It's not. And it's the same writer.
But I feel like Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, take us and Cross Angie, like they're all taking themselves, like they're just trying to be fun. They're all trying to be fun shows. One of them wasn't made by Gainax. Oh, okay.
I honestly do feel like Cross Angie tried to be serious. I honestly do. I felt like the plot points they were trying to do, they were trying really hard to make all of this work. I really do. Kill la Kill. Nothing about that show even tried to make sense, but you just go with it because the world's trying to be taken over by people that like hair. Or clothing, I'm sorry. So, like, that in itself makes...
Okay, anyways, all that aside, what I was going to say is, I like about, in this show, what I liked about Gurren Lagann, what I really like about anime that does this in general, it's one of my personal, like, things I like in anime, is where they start off small and they end up big. The Gurren Lagann, like I said, they started in a hole in the ground. That show ended up literally chucking galaxies.
Okay. See, what you're
Cross
saying...
Angie, she started as a princess in a castle, ended up fucking inner parallel world, time, space, fighting, mecha, song, blasting, god slaying awesomeness.
See, I know what you're saying, and the only reason I disagree is because I like shonen. When shonen do that, they take it too far because they're trying to make sense and just gets bad.
Shonen only does that poorly when it's going to go on for hundreds of episodes.
Which is a lot
Cross
of...
Angie had an ending point. Gurren Lagann had an ending point. If not... Yeah, look where Naruto is now. Kakashi's creating alternate dimensions with his fucking... Well, they already have been doing that. But now, like, the moon's going to control the world because fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it went on too far.
So when I hear that... I think of every shonen, like Dragon Ball Z, like literally, if Goku wanted to, he could flick the world with his finger and it would end up in the sun. Because he can.
And that's cool.
Yeah, it's 10 out of 10. But still.
Okay, Naruto's about if a show can make itself entertaining and not drag it on, like, for Cross Angie, it never felt out of the realm of possibility. No, and DBZ, it did not feel out of the realm of possibility because they were constantly getting stronger.
I need to understand what you mean. When you say out of the realm of possibility, what are we talking about here?
Well, let's look where Cross Angie started. Everyone could use magic and control shit, and like there was guns and mechs. Like we had that, so like it just didn't feel weird that there would be like time jumping and shit.
It showed literally like 100 Earths.
Okay, I think there was only supposed to be like 2 or something.
But it showed like 100 Earths.
Embryo got a little carried away making worlds. But like Naruto, oh god, why do I keep thinking of Naruto? Because it's an example of something gone wrong, of a shonen gone wrong.
It is because
like, it was ninjas using like simple ninja powers. Well, simple, and now look where they are.
Naruto is one of the best examples of one of my favorite shows becoming one of the most made fun of it's like a 4 now. That's how bad it is.
But no, I give Cross Angie an A. That was the 3rd most looked forward show every week. Like it's that feeling that you want to get with anime, where when you see it come out and you're like, fuck yeah, I want to watch this.
Didn't Momoko get saved by Frying Pan?
Dude, she did. That man is top tier.
After getting hit by a car.
By the way, here's another thing. Just to help out your point a little bit, they never explain how Tusk survived.
They didn't.
Never did. And you know what? I don't care. Because she's like, I don't believe you're real. Let's fuck, and that was good enough for me.
See, Moses, you can also just say because Sunrise.
Because Sunrise.
Like, okay, as of recent, like their last few shows, when somebody dies, they usually stay dead. But it's a general like Sunrise thing to do, though. Having seen literally every Gundam show, that there's a character that should be dead. You would think that even in that world, there's no possible way they could have survived. And then the very next episode, they come back. And then they say, what the hell? Like, how? Even the characters will say it. They're like, how the hell did you survive that? And he goes, plot armor. Like, I'm not even kidding, Moses. They do that. It's, like, I'm okay with it just because I get that that's their thing.
See, but like I said, I feel like this is just where me and Ruben differ. I personally do feel like Cross Angie tried to be somewhat serious. Like, not necessarily, like, try to make this all make sense and, like, this can all really happen in our world. But I feel like within their world, within the canon that they made, I felt like they tried to make this serious. Not...
Did you see the outfits they wear on those ships? On those bikini things?
Oh,
I don't think they're... I don't know. I feel like there are too many things...
I feel like it's an anime thing. Hey, hot girls, let's make them...
I think Sunrise was going for the fact that, like, okay... Like, we're going to make it to where the characters are actually trying to do something, but for the audience, they're just like, don't take the show seriously. This is just fun, dumb bullshit that we're doing because we can.
Yeah, I just don't see it that
That's
way.
what they're doing.
See, like, I feel like because the first half, everything was in the realm of possibility, like you said. I feel like the first half, they tried to make it serious. Then like, halfway through, they didn't. I was like, fuck it. Why not? Why not? That's what I felt like. Because the first half of the season made so much more sense than, like, literally what happened in the next episode.
The thing is, like, let's assume they tried to stay in the realm of possibility the first season. It would have been very hard to explain where the fuck those dragons were coming from, because you saw that they were clearly coming out of some sort of warp portal.
But see, like, if they did one thing, if they were just like, hey, there's this alternate reality, and there's this, alternate Earth. If that was their one thing, that would have been fine. Because, I mean, I thought it had to be something like that anyway.
I guess the easier way would have been, like, another planet.
Or
like,
something.
Not even parallel dimensions, like another planet, like a warp drive thing.
I honestly thought it was something related to an alternate Earth. That's honestly what I thought. And I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. But then, like, hey, the girls are dragons. I'm like, I thought that was sort of kind of interesting.
I like that a lot.
And then it just kept going. It's the problem.
And I also kept going.
The problem is it didn't stop. Like, it didn't give me time to process the amount of bullshit that was going on.
So did you need 2 weeks between each episode?
I needed seasons.
One episode of Cross Angie per season?
No, I needed, like, seasons to, like, comprehend the amount of bullshit that kept going. Like, one season per bullshit. That's what I needed.
Okay.
Anyway, Cross Angie C-.
Oh god, I'm gonna give that shit like an A-. Get out of here.
I give it an A.
C-. That show's getting.
I love Nana Mizuki and I love that show.
That show's getting like a 5.
Alright. Let's pause. Alright, so that finishes off all of the shows.
Minus Gundam Build Fighters Try, which I'm not going to talk about because one, I was the only one to watch it, and all I can say about it is better than the first season. 2 characters showed up from the previous season. Actually, one of them you only see like half his face, anyways. So yeah, there's really not much to say about that. Like the people who care about Gundam are already watching it, so it's whatever. They did release the first. I want to call it a movie because it's over an hour long, barely. But Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin finally came out after getting delayed twice. Holy shit. And it was great. That's what I've been waiting for.
Alright, well, Moses, do you have a top 5 songs?
Not even.
I'd have
to think about it.
I thought that's what you were doing before this, Mike.
I mean, top 5. Well, I was doing that for my article. That will come out at some point next 2 weeks.
So you haven't thought of it yet?
No. I can tell you my favorite opening.
Okay, let's just do favorite openings then. Moses' favorite
I thought we were
opening.
gonna do let's do favorite show, favorite opening, favorite character. How about that?
I'm trying to remember the
Trinity.
openings.
Yep.
Let me go to.
All right, I'll go first.
Let me go to Andy chart real quick.
So my favorite song was Kofuku Graffiti's opening by Maya Sakamoto,
Okay.
which is called something very long. It's like, I don't even know. It's a very long
The everlasting omelet rice of my heart is dashing and sweet and moist.
Yes, you got it. My favorite show was Shirobako because no anime has done anything like it, and it was done very well. And favorite male and female, or just favorite?
That's your very favorite character.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be hard.
I already know Mike's.
Because Mike's a
Do you?
It's
Is it not Kuro Sensei?
It's Angie.
Yeah.
My favorite character is Angie. Nana Mizuki did that character so well, and the character, she grew like Shinichi, but without the angst. And she just managed to be a badass through and through. She fucking shot those soldiers and told her sister, "Hey, get up! Stop being a bitch." And then she did.
What I did like about her is where they said, we're going to do it the other word. Fuck if I care, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. That was pretty great.
See, that's my holy trinity.
You didn't like the other princess in Out No Zero? You know, wheelchair.
The tool that shouldn't have shown up. I'm sorry.
Wheelchair someone, you know.
Oh god, Cripple Chan. Oh lord.
Oh god. Alright, well, my favorite show is like, oh god dang it. It's either, God, this season sucks. I don't know, it's either between,
I can go if you want me.
I think for me it's either between Cross Angie or Kurokos.
Wait.
What?
Favorite opening?
No, I thought you were talking about shows.
Oh.
That's what I was
Well,
talking-
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I said song first. Yeah, sure. It's a favorite
yeah.
show. Okay.
Yeah, it's between those probably. My favorite opening is All No Zeros.
Very good. That's probably my second favorite opening.
And then character. Oh god, can I say? Actually, oh god damn it, I can't even say he's my favorite character either. It's hard to compare these people, but
Oh, what am I talking about? I know my favorite character. Please.
like I want to say Migi, but it's not it's a thing.
It's a character.
So like
I fucking made an entire category just for Miggy in my last article, actually.
I
I had the best question mark character there.
I
So
mean,
it's fine.
Angie is pretty awesome, so it's like, I don't know, I think she had the most growth out of any character I saw anyways. That's what we're gonna go with.
Angie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I like a lot of the characters in Kurokos,
No one really stands out in that show, unfortunately.
Hey, Yui Kisei is a fucking miracle.
Okay.
he's one of 6 miracles.
Oh, god damn it.
He's a player of a generation.
Yeah, so suck it, Moses.
Alright, Moses, do it.
Okay, let's see. Favorite show this season? That's hard. Because I want to. It's a tie between Parasite and Kuroko. And I think I might say Parasite because Parasite just had a lot more stuff going on besides basketball.
It was definitely a more fleshed out show.
So I guess I'm going to say Parasite. And for favorite character, it might be Kisei because Kisei is just great. Favorite opening?
Or song in general, opening, ending, whatever.
I want to say Death Parade probably had the best opening and ending.
The ending's pretty good. If we're gonna go that route, I could actually say Death Parade's ending too, but
like it's hard because I love Parasite's opening and ending so much, but I also love Death Parade, so I'm not sure. It might be a tie.
Unless we're gonna count like more than just openings and endings, then All No Zero has a pretty.
If we're just talking about overall, All No Zero probably has the best soundtrack. But
I guess just do opening and ending. The thing is, I try to remember which one is Parasite's ending.
It's that sad one with the clouds and shows the sky in the beginning.
There's an ending I really like. I can't remember. I think Assassination Classroom is a really good ending. Right, Mike?
I don't recall that.
I don't.
Hello, Shooting Star.
I hate their opening.
Hello, Shooting Star again. Yeah, that's Assassination Classroom.
I think Mike said something about it a long time ago.
I like that one a lot. I actually need to get it.
There's
There's
another one though I really like. I think it was for a show I didn't like, but I liked the ending a lot. Well, maybe it was Sanai Heroine. No,
that ending sucks.
I don't know. So you're going to go with what?
I think I'm gonna have to put it as a tie. Like
What?
between those two. For opening, it'd probably be a tie between Parasite and Death Parade.
Parasite had the same opening as last fucking season though.
Does that matter?
Don't count that.
Oh really? Come on.
I mean, if I'm gonna do that, then I'd fucking do like Cross
If I
Angie's
do
first
that, I
opening.
just have Love Horizon be
Well, that's not
every
part
year,
of
all
the
years.
season,
You can't do
though.
that.
Yeah.
Did it air in this season?
Oh
No.
God, you're hard at this shit. That bitch is God.
Fine. If I can't do it that way, then Death Parade all the way. Death Parade's opening and ending are the best.
All right, cool. That's fine. Mike, go.
My favorite song is Death Parade's opening because they have so much fucking fun in that show. No, actually, no, they don't. They have very fun in that opening theme though.
That show's not fun.
No,
That show's so happy-go-lucky.
My favorite
They play
show
bowling.
is Assassination Classroom.
What?
It's
Fuck,
not.
I thought you just said it was Shigatsu.
No, that is the best show. But my favorite show is
Woo!
Assassination Classroom. The best show I watched last season was July and April. But
You're
the-
saying Assassination Classroom.
But the show I had the most fun watching and enjoyed the most on a pure fun level was Assassination Classroom.
I mean, I like Assassination Classroom a lot, but I mean,
Favorite-
overall, I probably like Death Parade better.
Nah, favorite show. And favorite character is Kuro Sensei.
Of course it
Kuro
is.
Sensei is the best character of the year.
Sensei.
Beachy Sensei.
They say
She's pretty good too, not gonna lie.
That character is pretty awesome.
Good Senseis are.
I'm gonna write a thing at some point, I don't know when.
Yeah, I mean, season's pretty small, I guess, comparatively.
And pretty bad.
And this next season,
Hey, you know what's funny is
twice
the
as
shows,
big.
the shows that were good this last season that carried it are going into this next season, so it's all good.
You know, like Parasite and
No, well, Parasite's done.
Well, all we have is JoJo's and Assassination
Death
Classroom.
Parade and
Kirkus.
Oh, and Kirkus. But yeah, well, that pretty much wraps
Military
everything
and
up. Shut up! You're drunk. Go home.
I had one beer, I'm fine.
And anime
All
this
right.
next season, Fate. Gotcha.
No, it's-
Ninja Slayer.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Ninja Slayer's gonna
Well,
Like,
you know,
you don't
the
know.
best title is, I can't do dungeons very well, but I want to pick up chicks at that dungeon.
No, I think the English title was.
Can I pick
Is
up girls in
it
the
is it
dungeon?
wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Yeah, there we go.
I like the way I said it.
Yeah, I like the way you said it too, but you're wrong.
We
I think
might.
Trigger's coming back with a fucking the hot sauce to bring in that shit.
Man, I can't remember. Did you say you watched that show or not?
Which one?
The one I just said. The
the
dungeon.
dungeon one.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
You'll like it.
I think.
If you like Sword Art in any way, there's literally zero reason to not like this show.
I think we'll do a quick recap this early on this season, maybe 5-6 weeks in.
6 weeks.
We try to keep those as short as possible. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. So any last thoughts?
Keep an eye out for Duel Masters Season 2.
Duel Masters.
Go get out of here.
Testament getting into seasons 2 in October, so
What?
It's gonna be
Wait.
Testament.
Oh god.
I have to
damn.
wait for more Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Shit.
Which fuck that shit.
5 words, Ruben. 5 words.
I'm gonna go
We're
get my
getting-
hentai.
We're getting more working this year.
Oh,
We're getting
yeah.
we're getting new to Lover too. What are you talking about?
Well,
Okay, are we getting a whole new season or just an OVA?
I
I know
think-
we're getting another OVA.
I
know
think
that.
it's another
Okay,
season.
well-
I think it's another
Fuck.
let's not forget the one that Mike's going to look forward to that I mentioned to him a couple weeks ago, which he seems to have forgotten.
That was like a week ago. And that was a rumor, wasn't it?
Which one?
That was a rumor. That's not confirmed.
Right.
Which
But I
one?
want it to happen.
What's up?
An anime adaptation of My Girlfriend is the President.
Oh, that would be godlike.
That'd be so good.
That would be
I
godlike.
can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm pissed at working season 3 because it's not Servant Service season 2,
I
which is
know.
a better show.
Yeah, I agree.
It kind of is.
No, fuck you. No, it's not.
I forgot.
Wait,
What
I
do
lost
you-
track of
oh,
it.
yes.
No,
I'm really tired right now.
God damn it, Mike! I just agreed that Servant X Surface is better than one.
Yeah,
Is
you're right.
anyone
can't
gonna
even
watch
agree.
Snafu? Is
No.
anyone gonna? Why?
I saw the first season.
That's not very good.
It's
not.
It's like okay
I want to see where that show's going to go because it doesn't have any source material now.
at all.
It's gonna be meh at best.
Look,
Like I mean, it was okay, but it's not worth my time.
I don't feel like watching fucking Boku wa Friends Light, okay?
speaking of Boku wa Friends, live action, we need to watch that.
At some point.
Also, Sister is Unusual live action. Please, Onegai Sama, come to me now.
Code Geass movie, cause
Akito the Exiled.
oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z's coming.
Oh, the one where Frieza comes back.
But okay, did you hear about? Okay, Mike, did you hear about this? So you know how Frieza turns gold in this one, right?
I heard about things.
They said there's a rumor because there's a line of toys coming out right
I saw
after
it,
the movie.
and one of the characters' hair is blue.
Goku's hair turns blue.
Oh my god, that's stupid!
Yeah.
I mean, they are willing, and they're not gonna give a fuck anymore because that show ended about like 7-8 years ago.
God damn.
Wait, you said what show?
Dragon Ball Z.
Ended 7 to 8 years ago?
Like GT, I guess.
No, Dragon Ball Z ended in 94.
Did it?
It ended, not started, ended in 94. Started in
When
89.
did GT end?
Are you serious?
Dragon Ball Z started in 89.
Okay.
Z.
When did GT end?
I don't know when GT ended. GT, for America, GT ended around 2007.
Damn.
But Japan, it probably
And we're
ended.
still making a movie every year, huh?
Yo.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
where's our Boots movie?
Huh?
Where's our
Never.
Boots movie?
No,
Never.
get out of here.
Boots-
With the new Bankais, come on.
Hosoga Tetsu, OVA, yeah.
No, okay. So this
No.
has been the Critical D Winter 20.
How long was this?
Get-
2015? 2015, right?
Yes,
No, yeah.
2015.
2015.
How long was this
Fade
podcast?
Elliot.
And we are about 3 hours and 40 minutes in. So
Okay, that's not
here we're
Okay, well-
signing up. Bye bye.